What's up? It's me, your boy.
What's happening?
It's me, your boy, Comedy.
Oh my god.
Do you like my Vincent Chase beard?
It's not bad.
I tried to do the scoops like he had, but like the problem is that like where I had already started to trim to try to keep it level, I'm like, I don't grow enough hair. But I did show up late. I was on the phone with my manager, Ari.
Yeah.
I paid money to see this.
So did I.
I wanted to buy it on Amazon.
That's what I did.
Well, I was going to, but then it's technically Cat's the owner of it. And so it was like, what's your like code?
Oh.
And all this shit. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I had to go in like my personal Amazon account that I haven't used in 6 years that I apparently own an episode or two of It's Always Sunny because that was like what showed up. I had to like log out of Tyler.
Episode?
Probably, actually. That's
I'm
probably
sure
what it was. But I had to like log out and then like log in again, which was I was just like, I'm running out of time, and then realized I have more than enough time.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, how's everyone doing?
What's happening?
Thanks for showing up. We got a little show here for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the chat is working. Cool.
Yeah. Well, it might freeze. Oh, in the middle.
The middle one, I wasn't sure if it would go up all the way, but how are you?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
What's happening?
You know, we're making it big time. That's. Okay, so I had my notebook.
Yeah.
It was the little tiny one I stole from work.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I recommissioned. See,
I have mine.
I pooped, and it threw me off my game.
Your brain was in the poop.
It's bottom of the talk energy. Bottom
of the talk?
Bottom. I'm the bottom of the talk.
Wow.
The talk of the town? No, I'm the town of the talk.
There you go.
I had a lot of good notes about.
I thought you said you had 4 notes.
Yeah, 3 of those 4 notes
were really good.
Were the pilot.
Yeah.
And then my last note was about the movie, and it was about the very first line in the movie.
Yeah.
Did you make a comment about that? I literally wrote down what the first line of the Entourage movie is. Oh, it's insane.
No, I didn't.
Well, fuck, you're like way more prepared than I was.
Well, I don't have to look at my notes. It's okay.
That's fair.
I realized
I lived it.
I realized a while into it that I was like, I'm taking too many notes. And then I was like, this is taking too long.
I was like,
so I started taking fewer notes because I was like, this is too much.
But I also just watched it.
Yeah.
And so like there's a lot of things going on.
Yes, there is.
So, I don't know exactly how we're going to do this because I know we're going to want to like interact with people as well.
Yeah.
But we might just have to like go off for a bit and try to
bounce back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah. And then do that. So do you want to, or should we do the intro?
I believe we need to do the intro.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome
to this.
The Hell Yeah live stream. Entourage 500K sub special.
500K subs.
Eric accidentally fucked up the title yesterday, and I'm like, guys, we can get 499,936 subs by tomorrow, and then we're not lying. We got this. We had a hype train last night on stream. It was nuts. It was a great time. You should have been there.
I was there briefly.
You were. Well, what I was trying to show you was that the picture of you and I from Michael Grantinetti, because I posted it on Discord, and then we got red for film, which it's very deservedly
of me,
so.
Like in the thing.
Yeah. Well, there was one where like it was me holding you as you were Zuki.
Yeah.
But like I took your head and like up in the top right of my stream, I made it so that like it was just your face looking down at chat, and then people were like, "Hey, I'm afraid of like people staring. Do you mind moving it?" So then I made it so it's just your mouth. So it's like you're like. I had fun.
Yeah.
So Entourage. We've done it. We've made it, baby.
We did it.
Do you want to go with what were your thoughts about Entourage before you watched it?
I'm so glad you asked. So I will just say I went into this, and the only thing going on in my head on a loop was that I knew nothing about this show, but the very first thing that literally I didn't even realize this was a show until we were joking about it and everything. And so my first introduction to the concept of Entourage was you saying it's a show for douchebags. And the entire time watching the show and then the movie, I'm like,
it's a show for douchebags.
It's a show for douchebags. To the point where when they finally said the word douchebag, I was like, there we are.
It only took them 8 seasons.
Yeah, 8 seasons of that.
Oh wait, was it the movie? It was the movie where the whole like get your gotcha on the date thing.
Yes,
that was the movie.
That
also,
was the movie.
There's 8 days between the start of the movie and the end of the last episode.
Yes.
Okay.
But I will also say there were quite a few years in real time between those two. Mm-hmm. And not much difference in how they all looked. So like, good for them on that, because usually they film
honestly,
that in and they fuck it
the
up.
biggest glow up was our boy
Turtle.
Oh yeah, Turtle. I was gonna say
who?
Vinny.
Really?
Well, he just looked a lot. He looked a lot different from the first. Maybe because he cut his hair.
Oh,
whereas Turtle didn't. No, Turtle got like ripped.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that we skipped 8 seasons worth of content for him to now be ripped and have money and no one knows why. It's beautiful. I'm like, that's a better explanation than whatever the show's gonna tell me.
I'm just gonna come out and say it.
He fucked her.
Yeah. As I was watching,
the boys are gonna love it. I'm sorry. You go.
As I was like watching, like last night I watched like the first and then that last episode.
Yeah.
And then this morning I watched the movie. And in the moment, like as I finished that finale episode, I was like, this is how you watch television. I was like, this is the new way to watch TV.
You can start enjoying media if you just watch.
If I only watch the first
in, last out.
So I was like, I feel like I got everything that I needed to know.
I kind of want to watch season 1, like the actual season 1, because I liked the show of Entourage in season 1,
right?
Because it made me laugh. Like it was the only time this morning that I laughed out loud, and I laughed hard.
Was it the first episode? It
was the first episode, and it was at the end where he starts throwing a fucking fit at Turtle, like, I'm not getting in the fucking car with you. And I'm just like, what the fuck happened? Yeah. And then he's like, drives away, he's like, I'm not gonna be caught dead in that thing. And it's obviously massive 2005 humor or whatever, but it's still, it kind of holds up of like he drives away with the bumper sticker that says I heart cock.
Yeah.
And everyone's laughing. Like, it got me because I'm like, it was too much.
I mean, as the show started, I was just like, wow, this was made in the early 2000s.
Oh, they dropped a fat R slur too.
Yes, they did.
And I was like, this is a Mark Wahlberg film. Because that's who the show's based on. It's based on his life.
Oh, I'm aware.
And then he's
Mark
also
Wahlberg
in it.
Wanted to make you aware.
Yeah.
I'm shocked, genuinely shocked he didn't show up in the finale.
Yeah.
Because he was there in the first episode, and he was there in the movie.
He was. That's right. Yeah.
He was there a couple times in the movie, actually.
What was the plot of the movie?
I believe. Okay.
Because I don't. As a movie, I don't think it was good. No. On the sole basis of like.
What
the plot was to get more money for the movie,
right?
I guess, but it just felt like a long which after watching 2 episodes that were both 24 minutes, then going, I have to watch an hour
and 40 minutes.
I'm like, I don't want to. I'm going to be honest. I checked out for parts of the movie.
Oh yeah,
I tried really hard to like pay attention. Oh, I didn't skip ahead. But I'm like, I'm on my phone, like.
But literally, just like in 10-second increments to be like, bored.
Kool-Aid, guys.
It's Kool-Aid. That's Kool-Aid, baby.
It's hot Kool-Aid.
Yeah, the shift from like 20 minutes and like the finale was like 30 minutes to hour and a half.
It's a lot of Entourage.
But it's funny. So like, like there's kind of a debate among like Star Trek movies.
Okay.
Which is something that I know of.
The Entourage of space.
Yes, if you will.
Mean, kind of.
Also, I love when they literally like. When they said Entourage towards the beginning of the Entourage movie, and they like called them his Entourage, I was like, they did it. They said the thing.
They did.
They said the thing.
I don't like how it ended.
Yeah,
we'll get to it.
We'll get there.
The sheer audacity of what was happening in the writers' room.
So,
tongue in cheek.
There's like kind of a debate about like, you know, like what makes a good Star Trek movie. Should it feel really like a feature film, or because it came from a television show, so it just sort of feel like a souped up episode?
Yeah, like a double episode where like
there's kind of a debate about like which is better, because you know some of the most successful movies have been kind of direct sequels to episodes, and so in some ways they kind of felt like episodes but with a bigger budget, like Wrath of Khan and First Contact. This was a clear example of a movie where I'm like, this just feels like, having only seen 2 episodes, this just feels like a movie that is an episode of Entourage. This feels like 3 episodes of Entourage stitched together.
Yeah, because there wasn't any tension.
No, not really. I mean, like, no more tension.
There was more tension in the finale.
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, like, I didn't like who was that guy at the beginning of the finale? There was the new friend, which obviously shows up at some point.
But then he disappeared.
Yeah, that was the only scene he was in.
He was there, like he's just part of the gang. He's
so
there
I
for
actually
breakfast,
paused it because Amazon has the X-ray thing, and I'm like, his name's like Reese.
I thought it was Sean. Nope, it's not Sean. Sean was the guy in the airport.
I think his name's Reese.
It was.
I don't know what he does, and I don't care to know what he does because obviously he wasn't important enough to be there all the way through.
But then he was in the movie.
Oh, at that one point, right?
He was the drug guy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And like they like had like Hewll's like zoomed in on his like back tattoo thing, so I'm like, I feel like that's like a reference from the show that I would get.
Tons of these little shots. I will say that I love the name Sloane, and I think it's like one of the coolest, prettiest girl names. And I don't really know why. Like I can't like defend that point, but like I liked it, and that was cool for me. I was like, that's a cool name. All right. Yeah. And then like in the first episode, you look at E, the titular character.
Except he goes by Eric in the first one.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't earned E.
And then suddenly he's never referred to by full name again.
Well, and like he just was so much of the energy of like he's the level-headed one of the group. But then at the finale, I'm like, oh, you're kind of like a tool bag piece of shit.
Yeah.
And Vinny is the good one. Well, no, Turtle,
until the movie.
Turtle has always been. I said it months ago at this table that Turtle's our boy, and they did him dirty, and I still feel like they did him dirty.
Well, they called out. He got a shout out of his real name in the end of the
end of the finale.
At the end of the finale, when he said that they should name the kid Sal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he got a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I will say Turtle was not necessarily my boy in the beginning.
I'm also pretty sure Hamster is the real life Turtle.
Hamster?
When in the movie, when you see Mark Wahlberg with his little entourage,
oh yeah, he like slaps him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
that's his Turtle.
Hamster is the real Turtle.
Oh, so that was probably his entourage that inspired the movie.
Yeah, like that
scene.
Oh. And then that's why at the end when they're like, "I want to make a show about how you guys came from nothing and started," because that's what the show was about. Mark. And I'm just like, I'm gonna punch somebody in the fucking throat. The only character you could stand on the show, and totally agree about Turtle. Good.
Who's the only one you could stand? Turtle?
Tiffany, yeah. Tiffany said Sloane was probably the only character you could stand on the show.
Oh, yeah.
They named him Sal. Yeah. Mr. Thorane. I have no idea. Like, okay, so just start giving me some thoughts.
Okay.
Do you want to go pilot?
Yeah, I think we should go in order.
Good. I'll get angrier as we go. Because the pilot was the best part.
I know.
Which is why I think season 1 could be good.
See, okay, so here was my thing, just in general.
I can't believe it's so big of a fucking notebook.
It's an unnecessarily large notebook.
Yeah, which is funny because I used the tiniest little one I could find.
Yeah. Just in general, this was not a show I would watch.
No.
Not even for a second. Like, it was fun. But, wow, I would not sit through 8 seasons of that.
No. And you're not going to catch me. I already know how it ends. And I don't like it. But I do want to see, like, a little bit of shenanigans.
Yeah.
Before Turtle gets rich and they jump the shark.
It seems like it would be one of those shows where, like, if you sat through the entire thing as it was happening, then afterwards you would have very fond memories of it in like an SNL Blinders kind of way where you're like, oh yeah, there's these like amazing moments in the show. And I'm like, I'm sure there is. I'm sure you could compress this show into a greatest, like, bits. 17 minutes. And it'd be really funny and great. But not 8 seasons of sitting through that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay, so literally my first note was, wow, this was early 2000s.
Correct. Yes. Mine was one of the quotes. They used a lot of like pussy and cock jokes.
Yes. And
they were kind of fire. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
They were pretty good. A lot of my notes.
I'm not gonna lie. Like
2 of the 4 notes were just.
Some of it was like, it was wittily done.
Yeah, it was like it's not bad writing.
Right. Oh,
or bad dialogue, I should say. Like that's never been like that. That doesn't seem bad. I shouldn't say it's never been.
I have
bad.
A note right here. It's surprisingly well acted. Because it was. I was like, this actually isn't badly written and it's not badly acted. And I was like, well, I guess it makes sense. It's an HBO show, but I don't know. In my head, I'm like, it's a show for douchebags.
It's a show for douchebags.
It's not gonna be good.
But that's just is it kind of. It's like if they made Wolf of Wall Street a show.
A show, yeah.
It's similar energy, same vibe.
I'm sorry, there's no option for a donation button, by the way.
Yeah.
We can't do like a super chat thing because we haven't hit 1K yet.
Yeah.
I guess that means you gotta get us to 1K.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you could put our individual links in there if they wanted to. And then we can make it a contest.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want. I wore a blazer.
I don't know.
I want to be clear that I showed up with the blazer and sunglasses, and then Eric said,
Late.
"Oh my, what?
Late. Unprepared."
No, sweetie, I didn't read the script.
Yeah.
I'm the star of the show. I'll get here. It won't start until I get here anyway. So what time does it matter? Actually, there's just a little bit of traffic, and like I said, I had to poop, and I figured I'd poop there versus here, which in hindsight, I probably should have just pooped here.
I'm glad you pooped there.
That's why. Because you would have shut the toilet off first.
I would have. I didn't. The toilet's still on.
We'll find out.
It needs to chime in. Oh God, what else I do? Like some of the lines were really good. Like when he like the whole like how's my head thing, and he's like that Rogaine, that shit's liquid gold, baby. I'm like,
it was fucking good.
I'm like this is actually good.
I'm so pissed. I forgot my fucking notebook. I was already in the car and I was already late. I'm so pissed.
Also, I wrote, okay, but why is Turtle Steve? But not you now. Mm-hmm. Premiere episode Steve was a much younger Steve.
Yeah. I also did a bit of headcanon because I'm like, people are going to want to know who we think we are. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm Turtle. Hopefully I can be Finale Turtle.
Finale Turtle.
That's my goal, is to be Finale Turtle.
The glow up was real.
Yeah.
Both in terms of characterization.
He got to get beat up by Ronda Rousey.
Yeah. Back when she like still was something.
Yeah, but she's still something. She can still kick my ass.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying she's not like super strong and everything, but she's kind of like falling off of the.
It's because she got really cocky in that one fight.
And then got her ass handed to her.
She did. It was, and then like.
And she just sort of disappeared.
Oof.
Anyway. Rough. Also, I realized, this is jumping ahead a little bit, but about Ronda Rousey. So like that scene where she like tells him to go home, and she's like, "Never mind, I'll just call you an Uber X or whatever." That's a joke that I've made before because for some reason I had seen that clip, not knowing it was Entourage. So I've made that joke about like I'll call you an Uber. Actually, just an Uber X. Is
Uber X the cheaper? I don't know. Or is it like I'm doing something nice for you? I think it's the better one.
I think it's better. Yeah. I don't even know. I've just made that joke. And like
Odie, a turtle Kinney?
I don't get that word. Kinney.
What does Kinney mean?
I think it means like you see yourself in them.
Kin.
It's mayonnaise kin. But like they use it.
We
like,
can't do that. They use mayonnaise kin on a rock.
Not mayonnaise kin.
Well, that's how you refer to white people.
Well,
and are they wrong?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We'll be doing a Q&A section bit 2 once we kind of get through this too, guys. So
also the line, "You got my balls tingling, man."
Brandon is Ari Gold.
Ari was my favorite character.
He's the best part of the show.
Down.
Him and Turtle fucking carry.
Absolutely.
And
I mean, it's Jeremy Piven, so like I knew that.
He's amazing. He's hysterical. Like I actually only knew him from Old School, which is really funny that they then make an Old School reference because I'm like, Jeremy Piven's in that.
Yeah,
he's the villain. Or he's the dumb bitch villain.
Yeah.
Oh, and Vince Vaughn's fucking your girlfriend.
Yeah, not puffy Vince Vaughn.
No. Which that was in the pilot too, right?
Yes,
it was. Oh my god. And the fact that they like lived in this amazing house, and it's like, oh god, it's like, oh no, we're renting it.
But it was a rental.
And that he also only made $2 million on the last movie. I'm like, this is a weird spot to like, where are we at? Yeah. And also his brother is broke.
Yes.
Which that's a mood.
Yeah.
Me. Hence the beard.
I thought, okay.
I hope everyone appreciates this. I am late because of this, if I'm being honest.
So also going into this, knowing only like the characters' names from when we were like joking about it, I was under the impression that Drama would be like a younger, jealous brother who was causing drama. I was not under the illusion that it was going to be an older flop brother,
which is a kind of a cool dynamic.
I mean, it was well done. It was like,
hate how good this show could have been.
I don't even think it was bad for what it was.
No.
It's one of those things where it's
the movie ruined it.
Well, we'll get there. My thing is, I'm like, this is not like a poorly done show. It's a show I have no interest in, but not because it's badly like done. It's just a topic I couldn't give a shit less about. I had never thought about the actual concept of like having an entourage either. like just to bring it to the title. But like I really never had thought about
you're saying it in the podcast episode.
I never had thought
in
about
the pod
like,
stream.
Yeah, I never thought about like, oh yeah, like they actually probably have like, you know, their group of friends that's their entourage, and
that like if one of them blows up, like they're all blowing up. But like I will say, I don't know if in the meat of the show, that there comes like to head tension. The issue of like, I'm the moneymaker here, because obviously his best friend is like, I'm your manager, which the fact that even all the way in the fucking movie they're still demeaning him that he's a pizza boy. And I'm sure he's done things. He read that fucking script.
He read that script,
which I love.
And apparently he fucked Sloane's stepmom.
Mood. Yeah, honestly, and I got Sloane
who
pregnant.
I believe was Melody.
Yeah, Melanie.
That's
what it was.
I think that's
what I didn't
stitch together that plot.
Well, like Eric was like so boring and shitty. Yes. Like I guess maybe he was supposed to be the straight man.
I think he is. Yeah.
That like you can imprint yourself, because his name is the first, like the actor. That's the first name that you see. I forget his name, but.
Yeah.
Like in the little intro thing, like it's always like I would argue if your name shows up first, you're the lead.
You're top billing, which is so like it's
it's the entourage.
It's interesting because like in all like the promotional pictures and stuff, like Vince is in the front, which makes sense because they're his entourage. But in the show, like kind of like seemed to lean into like Eric was the main character. Like he got the most screen time of all of them by far, even though like the movie was definitely like not about him. He still somehow was probably around the most. I mean, Ari actually was too. That movie was mostly about like Ari.
Yeah.
Almost.
Which I would watch this show if it was just all the scenes of Ari.
Oh yeah.
Him getting so fucking angry and screaming and shit is off topic. Really did you ever see the Adam Sandler movie Uncut Gems?
No.
So that was the one. It was like it had like a basketball star in it.
Yeah.
I watched that with my dad up in Havasu.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there.
Barbecue sauce all over you.
Relatively close to the TV. That movie is like 2.5 hours long, and Adam Sandler does not stop yelling.
For 2.5 hours?
For about an hour and a half of it. Oh. Like until he has an awkward family dinner, and it's it is so jarring that this fast-paced, frantic movie is now just quiet. But because I sat close to the TV not realizing it, like I gave myself a headache and it was terrible. But like I kind of also fucking love that movie because it's just 2.5 hours of heart-pounding stress as you're just like they did a great fucking job of you understanding what this character feels at every fucking moment.
Yeah.
And that's what Ari Gold gives me those vibes of. He's fucking done.
Yeah.
I do like that we have him like cheating on his wife or whatever in the beginning, and then in the end, like we're gonna get divorced.
Saving the marriage.
They do save the marriage, kind of.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like the trying to capture like okay, like because in theory, you know, like there should be like character growth.
Arcs, never heard of them.
Right. So like, of course, if you're watching the first episode and the last episode, you're gonna watch for like, has anyone changed? Like, you know?
Yeah.
So like Ari clearly changed the most.
He changed even just from what we could see.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's egotistical as fuck, but also like the sheer amount of like, I want to watch the show only to find out like why he loves the entourage so much.
Right.
Well, except he kind of doesn't at the same. No, but he does because he was there for the birth of the kid.
He does, yeah.
He's part of the entourage at the end, but like he is not friends with everyone except Vinny.
Right. Yeah.
Which do they even call him Vinny? I keep saying
no. They call him Vince.
Vince. It's Vince, isn't it? It's
yeah.
Because I have my uncle Vinny.
Your uncle Vinny.
I mean, he's my uncle Vinny. He's well. Oddly enough, my uncle Vinny
starred in the hit film.
No. Entourage. No, my uncle Vinny. Like the movie, right? The one with the lawyer. That looks closer to Jerry and Jerry Energy than it does my Uncle Vinny.
Yeah.
Because Vinny is like a tall beanpole.
Oh.
You know, so. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, like the pilot was fun. I love that like they hired Turtle as their driver, but it's clear that they've all been friends forever. The sheer amount of jokes about how Drama doesn't fucking look like him.
Yeah.
At all, even though like they have the same mom, is what it sounded like.
Have the same mom.
But they also have the same last name.
Yeah.
So did they just take their mom's name?
They might not have the same mom then. I don't know. They didn't like explicitly say it, but like they did a callback in the movie where they said like we'll just go back and live with mom.
I'm sure there's an answer somewhere. Like, but it's very like I liked that even from the pilot, like as a pilot to get you interested in the show, to give you an idea of what's going on. I think it did a really good amount of like world building with these characters where it's like, no, like everyone who's here is part of the crew. Everyone's gonna get dogged on, and that like just because Vince is this,
who kept
the dog, and we kept the dog.
The dog was there in the finale. That dog was there in that movie.
Was he there? He was there in the pilot too, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's where they got him.
Yeah,
they got him in the pilot. He was there in the finale. And
the only thing I ever saw before we watched all of this today is I did watch like a season. I was like season 1, or like I just wanted to see like the series trailer.
Right.
And I found, I guess, apparently like a fan made one of clips mostly from season 1. And so I had seen like him getting like attacked by the dog, which is the biggest 2000 energy joke.
Yeah.
Like one of them, like, and they're all laughing and it's funny.
Like,
attacked by a dog. It's funny, I guess. Well, the I Heart Cock sticker fucking got me. I don't know what, like, you know what? Sometimes the boys are going to love this.
The boys are going to love that. And sometimes the boys are douchebags.
Sometimes the boys are fucking douchebags. I'm so pissed. I wish the quotes from that first episode of like, you know, like, I don't even remember.
You got my balls tingling, man.
The balls tingling. See, that was not even the one.
The bigger the head, the bigger the star. I love that shit's liquid gold, baby. I mean, how could you not?
Yeah. I'm going to look up
also
quotes.
The one where they're talking, like he's talking about his like ex-girlfriend or whatever, and like it's where they go back to the house and they're like at the pool and everything, and E is like talking up that girl or whatever, and he's like, yeah, you just kind of like, you look like, you know, my ex or whatever. And she's like, why don't you tell me about her? And she's like leading him to the bedroom. I'm like, what is that supposed to be sexy?
I
tell me about your ex.
Well, it's just you remind me of somebody. Tell me who it is, because I can do you better.
But he did. I don't. That just seems so weird.
It was just
that was just very out of place.
Here it is. So actually, both of these were there. It was fucking great. Turtle, check out the picture. He's beautiful. Drama. He's got a great body. Like the back and forth about the dog. I love the tit for tat they did. Yes. It was good. Look at those calves, Eric. This isn't a guard dog. This is a fucking lawsuit. As I'm like, that is a conversation you and I have had when we lived together before I dated Tyler. Or I guess I technically already started dating Tyler, but I was like, we can get a dog. And you're like, we're not getting a fucking dog.
We're not getting a fucking dog.
But then this was the one, Eric, when they're at like the party, this was the thing I wrote. This was my second note, was Eric going, what do you need, Turtle? I'm on ass patrol. I got a 6-pack. One of them kind of looks like Kristen. What, are you an asshole? He's like, I'm just saying, revenge fuck. But just, I'm on ass patrol. I'm like, it's me. Booty Rambo?
Yeah.
There was that time that I think I've told you about this, where I was, Zach and Kat talk about it often, where the night where I was Ass Master Steve and I was not a good boy.
I have been told about it. Yes.
I don't like that. That's not me anymore.
He's changed. He's in his season 8,
I'm a boob
guys.
guy now. I'm in my movie.
No.
You're
not in your movie.
Don't
yet.
Be in the movie. I'm trying to see. But yeah, you when they were talking about the reunion, you weren't even in their class. I hung out with a lot of those kids. You didn't hang out with them. You sold them weed in the parking lot. You were already like 40.
I liked in the movie that when they were like, we're almost 35 and he's almost 60.
It was Ari and Eric, which they do have the best interactions of Ari just ripping him to shreds. Pizza Boy. You read The New Republic? No, I've heard of it. Well, I was reading it, and it's interesting because what it says, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm like, oh.
It's well written. I will say, like, the pilot was like the best part of it.
Yeah.
I liked clearly like the production was like a little bit better in season 8, which like makes sense because it was just later in time, and it was 7 seasons later. But
the pilot does kind of make it feel more like real and less of a production.
Yes.
Which I guess also makes sense because like they're kind of up and comers.
It felt like a show in its 8th season. By the 8th season.
Yeah, it did. Check out the tits on the girl from 2 episodes. You've seen the episodes that matter.
You're right.
All right, I'm trying to think if there was any. I'm just looking at any of the other ones. No, them all getting excited. They drive that way in Tiananmen Square, bitch.
Yeah, that was
the Vince Vaughn buzz.
Some of the jokes were funny but off color.
Quite a bit, yeah.
We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Was it in the movie where he said where Ari said what did he say? Where he said that
is most definitely a pre-Me Too movement show. I highly doubt they would have made the show today or say some things they did. Absolutely not.
No, this show would not get made now. Not in this way.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still like some jokes hold up and some just really don't. But it's also fair to acknowledge that like it was different then. I hate that excuse, but like there's a small amount of merit to it.
Well, it's not an excuse, but it's an explanation.
Yeah. There you go.
It doesn't make it
okay. Your second
but
Kool-Aid today? You really?
It's been a long day.
You're hitting the packet, aren't you?
I had to watch the Entourage movie this morning.
I wasn't doing it on a sugar low.
Okay. So yeah.
Funny but off color. Some 2000s in general.
Fix the camera, please. It's kind of blurry. Which blurry? What? Mine? It doesn't look blurry.
Mimble saying, Odie, my boss voice. This is my boy Eric, but you can call him Fridge.
Fridge.
Yo, what's up? It's Dirty Steve and the boys, but now
the boys.
It's my boy Fridge. You know why? Because he's stocked. Not my fridge.
Oh my God. Not my fridge. The Kool-Aid. It's definitely Kool-Aid. It's not whiskey.
We have a new headcanon that you were a mafia boss. No, you finally acknowledge that I am the Don.
The truth.
I am Don. Turtle. El Turtelio. I don't know.
Tortuga.
Okay, so do you have any more comments about the pilot?
That was all I had about the pilot in terms of notes.
How would you rate it out of 10?
Out of 10?
Mm-hmm.
As a show or as a show I want to watch?
The pilot.
Right. But I'm talking about like on this rating. Is this like, am I just trying to rate it objectively or like with what I like, how I feel about like wanting to watch this show?
Both.
Objectively, I give it a 7. Personally,
I felt the same.
In terms of wanting to watch more, that's going to be a 2 for me, baby.
Mm-hmm. Would you watch clips?
Yes.
And if someone made like a nice little like Ari Gold compilation, you would watch?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because we'll do that once we're done.
Oh, God.
I need it.
Yeah. Well, what about you? What rating are you at?
So I also objectively gave it a 7 out of 10 because it made me want to watch the next episode and not the last episode.
All right.
It was one of those things where like I knew I'm gonna fucking like this show. I'm gonna be so mad about it.
Might end up liking this show.
It was the guard dog conversation. It was that whole tit for tat of just like that was the one that sold me.
I was like I said, like I was definitely surprised with the writing.
Or I would give it a chance. But also I've seen the finale and I've watched the fucking movie and I'm like, I'm not going to watch 8 seasons of this. I already know how it ends. But like I would like to see the boys from the pilot do some more low level shit.
Without skipping ahead too much, I wish I hadn't watched the movie. I think I would have enjoyed this better. Not this, but the show.
I've never liked
the concept. Never liked the concept of Entourage. I think I would have enjoyed better having only seen the premiere and the finale.
Why am I like bronze?
I don't know. I don't know how the lighting has suddenly switched. Also, I look very pale.
You do.
I think that's also just like me right now, I guess.
I mean, we could swap.
That's okay. I think
no.
We
just take out some of the lights.
Different places.
We're in black. Although this is like a blue.
It is a blue.
It's like a navy blue, but it's really not showing
I
up.
remember that suit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
This is from Zach and Kat's wedding is the one I bought, but then it's my suit. It is.
Yeah. Well, didn't you buy it for the interview though?
No. I had that wedding for Zach and Kat.
Is that not the H&M suit?
No.
That we got you for your interview?
No.
Oh.
Because after that interview, I had this wedding to go to.
So you have 2 blue suits?
No. I don't have that other jacket.
What'd you do to it?
I don't know. I'm sure it was somewhere. It wasn't too expensive from what I remember, but like
I'm not sitting here going like, where's the suit?
Where's the suit? Where's the receipt, Steve?
Yeah.
Did you sell it? That was an investment of mine.
Did you hawk that suit?
I don't invest in things. I invest in people.
Ari Gold. Yeah.
That's, if we needed a public face of the Hell Yeah podcast, like
Ari Gold.
It's Ari Gold. He manages our Twitter account.
To bring it back real quick, the other thing that I will say is
I am mad about the lighting now.
Okay.
It's fine.
Bring a ring light next time.
I should have. I didn't bring my notes.
Oh. The other thing I will say, like I liked the writing of the first episode a lot, and then I liked that even only having seen the first episode and then the last episode, they did a lot of like good like dialogue callbacks to that first one, which always feels good when you sort of close the loop like that.
Which I guess because we literally cut out everything else, like
they may be running.
Like it was very fresh for us to be like cool, but also in recognizing there's 8 years between all this. Yeah, because the last episode aired, the finale aired on September 11th, 2011.
Oh,
yeah.
And then the movie didn't come out till 2015.
Correct.
But they had to have filmed it earlier.
Yeah, I would assume it was in production.
Because it did not look 5 years later.
No.
But then again, when the show came out in 2011, they had been filming that presumably in 2010. So it's like, I don't know. It was interesting.
No, they had iPhones. And I was like, cool, because the beginning of the show is them with fucking flip phones.
Yeah, well, it was 2004.
I know. It's such a mood, though.
Yeah.
So maybe, it was 2004 and it was 8 seasons. Yeah, I guess that times makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We mustn't talk about the Weasel. I didn't bring Weasel because that's not for today. And also, I was running out of time. I was trying to get here quickly, and I didn't want to make you guys wait or make you start, and then we have to awkwardly wait for me to be here.
Hi, guys. It's just me.
I can't talk about it. I won't.
Don't look at the second camera.
Don't. Stop.
I'm not going to turn it off. Just stop looking.
You're covering it up over here on the manager so that, like, as if...
I put a Post-it note over it.
He's not here. Don't say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an unfortunate date, unfortunately, but like, it's a lot. Yeah. It's because then Sky fucking messages me. She goes, "I'm so mad at you." She's like, "I now feel like I must watch this show to understand these arcs," and I'm like, "I'm sorry."
We didn't watch the show though.
No, not yet.
I'm not going. No,
but like the fact that they like people have gone and watched so that they could be in the same boat we are for this is kind of amazing. Yeah. Eric is late to everything else. Don't feel bad, Odie.
What the fuck am I late to, Mimble?
I'm the late one. Which is mostly because
I was late to that one stream because of a car accident.
You weren't really being considerate. I almost got in a car accident on the way here.
I heard on the phone. I could hear like the squealing tires.
Oh, no, we were just at the red light and the dude just like peeled out and I was like, okay, go off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was really good. It was fun. Pilot. It was very, I don't know if it would keep me for the whole, like, I would be curious to know what sort of like overarching plots happened in the show to see if I would like it. But as just like a one episode, like one off, like enjoyable, I would be willing to watch episode 2.
Yes.
Would I be committed for 8 seasons? I don't think so. But I also granted we're cursed with the knowledge of knowing. We've eaten the forbidden fruit.
Yeah.
So it's hard. Like I'm trying to be, I guess to answer your question from a bit ago, I'm trying to be objective and like with just the pilot blinders on.
Yes. How did you feel when the pilot ended?
I was, like I said, the last joke in it made me fucking gut bust. And I was upset that the next episode I watched was going to be the finale. Not because like the story's over.
Right, but because
like
you wanted a direct continuation.
I wanted a direct continuation, exactly.
Right.
So again, 7 out of 10. What in terms of me actually watching it, probably a 6 out of 10.
Well, because you like watching like long show kind of like
I don't
through it sort of thing,
right? Through, like I just season 6 of Lucifer, the final season came out. I watched all of it in one day.
Are there 6 episodes?
Thursday. No, there was 10.
Oh,
they should have been 6. But it was very fine. It kind of felt like you could have cut a lot.
Perhaps down to 6 episodes.
Because it felt like they knew what ending they wanted to get to and they had to write their way there, which is fine. But like, he's already God, but not God. And so now we're going to do a bunch of like stuff. And I thought there was going to be like, there was a Chekhov's gun that didn't fire off and it made me mad.
That's fair.
Where they show his like evil brother for just a second from behind with his wings cut off as like Lucifer's daughter goes and sees her or sees him, and then like that's in like the very beginning, and then that never gets referenced as to what that was at all. Or if it was, I missed it. But like I thought it would be something where there has been a big evil plot like this whole time, and that like she's been lied to. The daughter has been lied to because she travels through time by accident or she didn't know she could, and she realized she did, and went back in time and met her parents, Lucifer and Chloe, before they had her. And it turns out that Lucifer's been gone her entire life. He left before she was born, and that's like the whole thing, because he's like, I would never leave. Except it becomes immediately obvious to anybody that, well, if he leaves, then it must be for a really important reason. And it turns out she asks him to leave so that the timeline stays true. It's trite. And it's not Entourage. Yeah. Y'all came for a podcast stream? Well, there's the podcast.
Welcome aboard. A bunch of guys just doing stuff. I mean...
Oh, yeah, shit, spoilers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that season just came out.
Oh, and you literally just like, oh.
You didn't stop me.
Because I didn't know. I thought the show was done like years ago.
No, I just said the season 6 just came out.
I didn't hear that part. I just heard season 6, and I was like, is there 6 episodes?
I mean, I didn't spoil the ending. You guys are fine. I'm really sorry. Now I feel bad. I will stop giving spoilers, but if you pay me, I will tell you. The only thing
we spoil around here is Entourage.
Right. Finale. It's
finale. Time. Okay, so my first note, which I feel kind of sums up all of my thoughts on the finale, was Turtle looks great. Who the hell is the new guy sitting in the middle? Why is the acting worse?
I took no notes for the finale.
Yeah.
And I took one note for the movie.
And then my second note was, who the hell is Sloane?
Yes.
Because they're like, Sloane's pregnant. Like, they do like the movie thing of like all three of them are like, Sloane's pregnant. He's like, what? And I'm like, the fuck is Sloane?
Which, that's our fault.
Right.
For not following.
Right. There's nothing wrong with the way that was written.
She was in at least one. No.
Must have been.
No, in my head canon.
Never was there.
She was introduced in this episode, and she's had like all we know is just what's from this episode. And like everyone knows that like, oh yeah, the whole Sloane thing.
Yeah.
And like it all happened like off screen, so you don't really know. We get confirmation that like this possibly happened, that there might be a character maybe named Sloane, and we got confirmation in the finale.
Yeah. Oh, it's Melinda, not Melanie.
Melinda. Okay.
Melinda.
I was like,
because she's like, did he fuck Melinda? Which, I'm like, did he fuck Melinda?
We didn't find the stepmom part of it
until the movie.
Which I will admit, I'm like, oh, so like he cheated on his girl, and then everyone's like, no, I swear he didn't, and I'm like, so he did.
I know. I was like, so I think he did.
I crossed my balls.
Crossed my balls.
That was a good line.
I had that.
I did like that line.
Yeah. I also wrote, when did he switch to going by E?
Well, they call him E in the pilot.
Didn't the pilot did that? Yeah. It just stuck out because I was like, they only ever call him E by the finale.
Did you notice, especially in the movie compared to the finale, but maybe also because we watched the pilot first and then the finale, is that I could feel Flanderization in some of the characters, like. Drama's character felt very Flanderized.
Yeah.
Of like whatever his shtick was of being kind of the crass one, like
dialed.
It was dialed to fucking 11.
Yeah. He went from kind of being like in the first one, he was definitely like, you know, like
the
stupid and a joke. But then like by the end, it was like, oh, okay, that's all you are now. Yeah. Like you went from being like by the end, like that's not a real person.
No. Well, and like it made it seem like he's like, hey, I'm also an actor. I'm just like not as successful, and like obviously like he lives a lot in his younger brother's shadow because he's less good looking. But like they're only half brothers.
Yeah. And
like, sure, I guess, and he's only getting these like 2-bit roles, but he's also still like worked in a lot of stuff. You know, that's still a career, and it never feels like the boys. The Entourage give him shit about that, or at least I didn't really notice too much of it.
Not as much. It wasn't like
the
only joke about.
Because it was also very clear that he was very much of a glass house.
Yes,
and that like that's all it took is to like consider him a joke, and the fact like the audition. Oh, that's in the movie.
That's in the movie.
Can't talk about that.
Yeah. It definitely went from like, okay, this is like a real person in the beginning to like, okay, now it's become a joke. But yeah.
No, these looks can kill.
Sorry about it.
Yeah.
I wrote Ari is my favorite, which like, you know, done been new. Oh, also, because most of the episode, almost the entire episode happened before we saw the girl he was marrying.
Oh,
I was like, and to the point where literally he was like, he made that reference to Sloane at one point where he's like, she's in the car. Do you want me to get her? And she's like, no, it's fine. I was like, is this a thing where like we'd never get to see her?
Oh.
And I wish we never would have gotten to see
that's
her.
what I thought it would be too. And then even when we saw her, it was very clear that like there must have been, at least in the episode just before it, we met her or something, because like when it showed her, there wasn't a big point.
Right, a bit of like,
I had to put that together and be like, that's who it is. And I hope, like, based on from what I could tell, where they just fuck whoever they want, that like maybe this is a big story arc, and him getting married after only a day, which is nuts.
Yes.
But maybe that's what Vince needed.
Yeah.
And I really hope that's how it ended. That's how I choose to believe it ended.
Yeah.
To be clear.
Oh yeah, no, I'm the exact same way, and I think we have very similar thoughts.
I feel like that would have made it far better, to be honest.
Yes.
Because it felt like
we can't get to that yet.
No, I said I wasn't gonna get mad.
We're not quite there yet.
I said I wasn't gonna get mad.
Okay. Also, the woman who plays Sophia plays Carol Marcus in Star Trek Into Darkness, and in a funny.
Who's Sophia?
The wife to be.
She looks.
The one he's
blonde?
marrying. Yeah, the blonde.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ari's wife.
No, the British blonde that he's marrying.
Because Ari's wife looks like Jerry's ex. Thing.
Yeah. So Sophia, that actress, plays Carol Marcus in Star Trek Into Darkness, and in Star Trek Into Darkness, there's like a whole plot of like, you know, like her dad ends up being like this evil admiral.
Was he an admiral?
No.
At one point he was.
Yes, he was at one point. Turns out to be like an evil admiral, and he ends up dead and everything. And there's sort of this thing of like she has to like, you know, choose whether she's going to like be with the Enterprise or with her dad. Okay. And she chooses the Enterprise, and it's very much this like found family thing, you know, like find like the good people.
The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb.
And then in the next movie, she's suddenly gone.
Oh.
With no explanation.
She went to Entourage.
Just gets a real quick hand wave. And I'm like...
They dropped her back off at Earth.
I'm like, oh, that's funny that, you know, that exact same thing that happened when we went from season 8 to the movie.
Is she not allowed?
She gets a single hand wave line of, yeah, no, it's fine, but she left.
Britney Spears had 2 days.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, don't fucking say her name.
Don't you speak her name like that.
Mark Wahlberg.
Get that name out of your mouth, Mark Wahlberg.
Although I enjoy a lot of films that Mark Wahlberg is in, Mark Wahlberg is also kind of a massive piece of shit.
Piece of human, yeah.
Who has probably killed people, mildly allegedly.
But hey, his daughter makes him a better person.
Sure. No, but he fucking did that shit where he almost killed a guy he blinded a dude.
He did kill a guy.
Yeah, it was like a racial hate crime too.
Yes. And then we all just sort of pretend.
And then we're like, let's go see Ted.
Yeah. It's so fucked. Anyway.
Hey. That's Hollywood, baby.
Hollywood, baby. Oh my god, I wish someone would have said that. I also wrote, why does everyone love Sloane so much? Which I'm sure is established over the episodes.
She seems kind of like a sweetie who can also like... She
seems borderline a Mary Sue.
Yeah.
I wanted to see her do something.
No, she's a douchebag's Mary Sue. Where like she can dish it, and she's a, you know, she's one of the guys.
Yeah.
And that's why soft boy Eric gets him. Oh no, Turtle's soft.
Turtle is soft. Eric is fake soft. Eric is a tool.
Eric is the fakest one out of everyone.
He's the fucking tool. Like, you know about this show for douchebags? He's the douchebag.
And he's the straight guy that you're supposed to be.
That you're supposed to like see yourself in? I don't see myself in him.
And you know what? I loved that Turtle, even in the very first episode, was like
he was straight up.
Turtle was what he said on the box. And he also was very much of the energy where he's like, I get the scrap. Like, he doesn't say this, but it's the same energy of, I get the scraps.
And I'm not mad about it.
That's how it works. Look, my job is to get you laid, and then I get the scraps. Yeah. You know, and I'm like, you kind of got to like love and respect someone that's just like, no, like, I see how it is. I'm fine. And like, and Turtle pulls.
He's on ass patrol.
He's on ass
patrol. He's got the 6-pack. One of them looks like Kristen.
Yeah. Revenge fucking. Yeah, it's a thing.
Jesus Christ.
Which he then ends up apparently hooking up with somebody anyway, and he does the revenge fucking.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay.
Eric with a C.
Yeah, Eric with a C is a tool.
Yeah, thank you. That's 2 Thule Erics.
I wrote this was a very dramatic shift for Ari. but not unwarranted. I'm sure over the course of 8 seasons, it's not dramatic.
Like for him, like quitting, or him like getting divorced, or just
him suddenly caring about his marriage.
Oh yeah.
Considering in the first episode, the only reference we get to Mrs. Ari is he's like, no, like, you know, I'm fucking the swimsuit cover person.
Mm-hmm.
It was very dramatic, but not unwelcome, because Ari is my favorite.
Yeah, but it also, I mean, for me, it felt very like, okay, that kind of makes sense, because I would argue, like, even though we didn't get a reference to it at all, like, I've seen enough TV or whatever to probably know that, like, they probably do have a weird fucked up relationship.
Yeah,
and that, like,
well, it's been 8 seasons, so like it made sense. It's just saying, like, going from episode 1 to episode 8, I was like, oh,
well, it's like, yeah, like, I cheat, I fuck everybody all the time, but like, my wife better not be cheating on me. Like that, it's very like fucked up. Like Ari is not a good person.
No,
but also,
well, and by the end though, he clearly like wasn't fucking anybody else anymore.
No, yeah, or if he was,
well, also his wife did too.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Oh,
but they both decided not to fuck other people anymore.
Oh, that's right. Well, like they actually decided to like work on it. Although I will say it kind of felt like we're getting a divorce. Although it must have, because the way the episode starts is with him looking like shit, which was a very massive like change.
Also, that blonde chick was a mood.
Which one was the blonde chick?
I think her name was Babs.
Oh, I was gonna say that's the one you're gonna like. Yeah. All right. The football guys, and Mike Ditka was there.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Duh, Bears."
I was also surprised, and I shouldn't have been surprised. It's literally an HBO show that clearly has like budget and everything. I will say the amount of genuine celebrities they were able to pull. Oh,
impressive. That's literally like a big draw of the show. Is that like they literally film in like
they
Hollywood
got everybody in Hollywood.
They got Jessica Alba being like, I will fucking walk out of this goddamn show.
Yes. I mean, the movie really dialed it up of like, we're going to bring in everybody we got.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see it even like in the premiere and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. So like clearly like they were going for it from day one.
Yeah. They it turns out they know people.
Yeah. Which also that was kind of a callback because Jessica Alba was the one. Nope.
She is in season 1 from what I remember.
Yeah. Because she's the one who's in like the movie that like the starting of the episode. Yeah.
I didn't read the script. That was a fucking. You make all my decisions, and I'm like, oh, there's a dynamic that we need to unpack here.
Right, and I was like, oh, I'm sure this is going to cause drama later.
Drama is not involved,
and it really did.
He's got a B plot.
I was like, was the growth that he's like by the end that Vince is now making his own decisions, and that like this is the ultimate of his own decision is to get married on a whim after one day? I'm like, is this sort of like his arc is to see like, look how much he's changed. He's gone from literally like being like, I don't want to make a decision, make every decision for me, to making something like so pivotal on his own. I'm like, that's kind of cool. And then the movie. Also, I love the line, you are more cunning and cuntier than she'll ever be.
Oh yeah, that was good. I loved the, again, same energy, even though this was 2010, 2011, or even 2015. Like, yeah, but he's gay. But then I also remember I'm like, okay, but like, gay marriage was legalized in what, 2015?
Yeah, I believe it happened like pretty like around the movie.
So that would, I guess that would make
which
a
is
lot
what
of
like
sense.
The reference was about. Yeah.
See, I didn't think about that till now. In all honesty, like I totally spaced on that. That like, oh yeah, progress has only been recent in that regard.
Yeah.
So. Damn.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like that character was fucking great. And he's like, you took a CD off my desk. And like, I thought him and his daughter, when he called his daughter, that like his daughter was going to tell him to like fuck off. Because that's how shows work. That's how shows work. And I was genuinely surprised that she was like, oh yeah, hey, like, can you please listen to it like today? And I was like, he's going to put it off. And it's like, no, which maybe I'm guessing because I felt like he would do that he must have done that sort of shit in the 8 seasons up to this, that like the finale, it's very poignant that like, no, fucking put it on, blast the speakers, fuck this place, I quit.
Yeah, I will say like that episode, you know, it lost some of the dialogue that I think was like good in the first one, but then it also had moments kind of like that scene where I was like, oh, this like, for as much as like other parts of it seemed like they'd been turned into like a farce, like literally all of Drama's character. I was like, oh, that actually seems like more realistic of how that conversation would have gone. Like a TV show would usually go for the cheap thing of her being like, oh no, I hate you or whatever. And like, that's, I think, more of an honest thing of her like literally just being like, well, yeah, I just want you to listen to the thing. Like, you know, like, no, you're not a bad dad. I was just mad last night.
Yeah, which is also very like like real. Like,
well, yeah, that's what
like, no, like, oh, I hate you. It's like, okay, like, yes, I'm saying that out of anger. Like, I always do my best. Like, if I'm genuinely mad, like we can't, like, I'm, you know, it takes a lot of strength to like acknowledge that if I continue talking, I'm going to say something that like I don't really mean, but I'm just angry and I want to hurt.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what, good. And then he continues screaming.
Yeah.
But he fucking gets shit done.
Also, the car actually showed up in the finale. The car did not appear in the premiere.
The car.
Oh, from like the
intro with them all like, which has like the 2 doors that open out, which is cool.
The suicide doors.
Are those suicide doors?
Yeah.
I thought suicide doors go up and down.
Suicide doors go that way.
Oh.
Those are gull wings. Gull wings go up. Suicide doors go out like that.
So not just up, but like the rotate.
Right. No, but a suicide door is any door that like goes out like that, because if you were to open it on the freeway, it'll rip the door off.
Oh, gotcha.
And you would be committing suicide.
I've never been in a car.
It shows. That's why it took so long to get here. You had to run.
I got my feet hurt. I got little bunions.
Yeah. So the car actually showed up. The dog showed up.
The dog. I'm glad that like the dog's still there. I'm curious to know if it's the same actor.
Yeah. I wrote, "How is Turtle a millionaire?"
Tequila business,
yes.
Which I think they extrapolate a bit more on in the movie.
I couldn't tell though. I was just curious. I'm like, do we not know why he's a millionaire because we haven't watched it, or because like literally Drama's like, how does this guy have money now? I'm like, in the show, does no one know why he has money? Because like I also kind of love that if he literally is just like, yeah, I'm a millionaire now. But
they
I'm
also
not tell you why.
Must have like something set up where like they can spend some of Vince's money, because that whole thing of like, why don't we have Bose headphones? Which I'm like, was this a Bose sponsorship? Because you said Bose like 9 times.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna go get fucking Bose headphones.
Bose
I'm only getting
sets of Bose headphones.
I'm only getting 3.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that got me good.
Yeah.
And then the I Heart Cock was, it was a bit of chef's kiss. I'll take it's frat boy humor.
Yeah.
This is a show for frat boys who recently graduated and are just looking to tear it up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very that.
Because there's boobies.
Also, they called back.
Movie had boobies.
They called back to Pizza Boy, which I loved.
Which for me just felt like they do this every episode.
Right. And I hope they didn't. I hope it coming back was just like
the fact that they got interviewed by Piers Morgan, which I don't like Piers Morgan. Oh fuck.
You skipping ahead. We're almost done.
Well, it's because the finale's kind of forgettable.
I know. Basically, the last note I have is: are planes supposed to take off concurrently like that?
My exact thing. I'm like, that is not safe.
That's not safe
at all. And I know that was a stunt, but even then, I'm sure it must have been nerve-wracking.
Like, it was a cool shot, but like that's not how that works.
No.
And that was the finale.
Yeah. Was there anything else? The big thing was that he was getting married, and then they were getting back together with Sloane.
He did.
Sort of. They decided to go on the plane together.
It was heavily implied that like they were going to be fine now.
You're right. You're right. Given the context,
implication alone,
the implication.
If that was the last episode that had ever happened and they never made a movie, I would leave that assuming that okay, they figured it out and they're good. Yeah. I also liked that in the very like final shot as they're like getting on the private jet, that like oh my god, what's his name? Drama is like a douchebag and is like going up to the girl and like flirting and everything, and, like puts his arm out. She like kind of puts her arm around her, and then Turtle walks up and like shakes the girl's hand, and they walk up like separately. I'm like, this is character growth. Yeah. Turtle's better than Drama.
You goddamn right. Drama's trash, and from what it also gathers, Drama's trash as the show ends.
Yes, Drama had no growth, which works though. Not every character needs growth.
No, you kind of also need a character that like can stay. But the problem is that I feel like Turtle could have easily been just the driver. Like, he's their driver, he's their friend, but like,
oh, you think like he should have just been the driver, not the friend?
No. Yeah, but no. So what I mean is like what they did with Drama, they easily could have done with Turtle, and I'm glad they didn't.
Right.
Like Turtle would be, if you were objectively, Turtle would be my expectation to stay. It would get Flanderized.
Yes. I agree.
Which I do love, even though Turtle's clearly doing better in every regard. Like the hierarchy of the entourage has stayed the same, not changed, which makes sense.
Yeah. No, it was good.
Yeah.
It's good in that sense. in general, when it ended, I was like, okay, this I enjoyed watching that first part and that last part and it being done. This feels complete. I felt like it ended in a good place for everybody.
I would have been a lot happier if that was what we watched and then came to this table.
Absolutely. To the point where like I wrote my note like, this is the way to watch TV shows. Like I felt good about it.
Because if you really wanted to know, you could do what I'm probably going to do, which is just go look on Wikipedia for season summaries, and then maybe go look at some good stuff. Like, yeah, because I don't want to commit 8 seasons worth of TV to it.
I believe the seasons are short though, aren't they? That final season's only 8 episodes long.
I have no idea. I've been betrayed before. Lucifer has 26 episodes in season 3, and that's the longest season, and it makes no sense.
Yeah, it definitely could be that situation. I don't even know. I just happened to notice, like, because I had to scroll down to buy the final episode, I was like, oh, there's only 8 episodes. That's interesting. Only because I was like, well, it's only 30 minutes an episode, not even.
Yeah, no.
So that's interesting. There's only 8.
Really nice, actually, for being that short of a show. Because they also, for that pilot,
it didn't feel like it had any fat. Like, the show was, like, exactly the length it needed. Each episode felt that it was
I will say, it felt like I finished the pilot wanting more. The finale felt like it dragged, even though it was only a few minutes longer.
Yeah, but there were moments that it did.
But I also feel like
subplots.
It's because it wasn't. I'm not viewing it the way it was intended to be viewed.
Yeah, I think a lot of the back and forth of like hemming and hawing with Sloane also would have been more impactful knowing more about their relationship. So like for me, that felt kind of like it was dragging. I'm like, why do we have to have everyone go visit Sloane? Like, who the fuck is this Sloane chick?
But it's because
that probably would have felt a lot bigger.
You know,
if I'd known anything about her.
They are having a baby. Like the entourage is having
a baby,
which is a mood.
Yeah,
some silly, goofy mood. What's going on? Are you guys still here? You guys still? Are you having fun?
Is this good for you?
Is it almost over? It's just begun. Dun, dun, dun. You haven't heard that song, have you?
No.
Man, okay. This fucking movie.
Is it time?
Because I am ready. I'm really excited to start talking with everybody, but we gotta finish
talk about this fucking movie.
You have a whole page dedicated to the Rainbow movie.
And this was after I was like, I need to stop taking notes.
I need to look at the first line of the movie.
Yeah, because I don't remember what it was.
The first line of the movie is a shot of Drama, Turtle, and not Vince.
Eric,
that one.
Yes.
And I think probably Reese too, apparently, who was also in the finale.
I don't know. He was.
Who was on the boat? Was it just the 3 boys?
Yeah, he wasn't on the boat. He didn't show up until the party.
It's the 3 of them driving
also,
to
I'm almost sure
Vince's
his name was
big
not Reese.
I will look it up. The big thing, the first line in the fucking movie, spoken by Kevin Dillon by Drama, is I might need to jerk it before we even get to the boat.
Oh yeah.
That's how this movie starts. That's the first line of dialogue, and that was the only note I wrote about the movie because that was the only thing. There was just so much I couldn't. Unlike you, I can't put stuff into words like that. I have to just say it.
Yeah.
With my chest.
Also, one of the very first shots of the movie was of like, you know, a scantily clad young woman.
There was lots of boobs.
Holding up a pair of binoculars backwards. And I thought it was going to be a joke of like, oh, because she's stupid, because she's pretty. It wasn't a joke, because then it cuts to a scene of like the binoculars like working as that like zooms in to like see Eric. And so like someone literally just like didn't tell this girl she was holding the binoculars backwards.
Or they probably just didn't give a shit enough to like fix it.
I guess. Because I thought it was going to be a joke. I was like, oh, great, a joke at her expense. And it was like, oh no, like I think you literally just like forgot that like the binoculars were backwards.
I love the fact that we hand wave the marriage in 3 lines and it's never discussed about. Granted, there is an 8-month, there's a time skip in the movie of 8 months.
Days.
No. It's 8 days from the finale, and then there's an 8 months later.
Right.
For when Hyde comes
the
out.
Party. At the boat. There's the boat, and then it time jumps 8 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're still on the boat scene.
Yeah, because, I wrote the note. I don't know if the marriage was supposed to be character development for Vince, but then they just immediately walk it back. It reminds me of every sequel where they break up off screen just so they have a built-in romance without having to hire someone new. Which turned out to be prophetic, although not about Vince's relationship, about Eric's, when they then hand-waved their like getting back together. Although at least Sloane then stuck around, but it was literally just to have a built-in romance.
Well,
arc
like
of him
they're
getting
still
back with her.
doing stuff like, what are you doing at a Lamaze class on Wednesday?
Right.
You know,
they literally like within minutes of this movie starting, it set everything back. Yeah. To where it was at the premiere, basically.
Same, essentially, like, because no matter what happens, the boys are the boys.
Yeah.
But that's the wrong theme. That's not the theme that I took watching only the first and last episodes. Like, yes, the boys will be boys, but that, like, they still grow.
It felt like rather than it being an extension of the show, they wanted to make a movie version of the show where they compressed 8 seasons into one movie. To go like, this is the Entourage experience that you get from watching the whole show.
Yeah,
but
it's
in a
not
movie,
actually
instead of
an
a continuation.
Yeah.
Right. It's like a weird, shitty retelling.
I wonder if that's
the
what
story
the intention was. I'll look that up. I want you to keep going. But I mean, I am curious if it was like how it was billed.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure, like, it makes sense. Like, that would make the movie more successful, I guess, is because it's like you kind of want to see that, like, rather than a growth of like, it's harder to get people to go into the movie if you have it start with all of these characters already in like established places that has like backed lore kind of a thing. Like, that can be hard to get new people in. So I don't know if they were trying to like draw new people into the Entourage fandom by being able to be like, you get to see Entourage from start to finish. It was awful. It was such a bad take. Yeah.
The actor is Reese Corio. That I got it mixed up, but it's Billy Walsh, which again didn't matter.
Right. He was there and then he just disappeared. Yeah.
The boat. It was just like the fact that like there was immediately nudity, and I was like, okay.
And a lot of it,
but only, well, I guess there's like the threesome in the hotel part.
Yeah.
But that was also...
Well, I mean, it was classic movie nudity where it's just tits, but...
Just tits. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, there wasn't, like, you know, anything particularly explicit.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, the callback to the intro was cool. But in a way where it was like, oh, you really just managed to make this feel like it's just an episode of the show. And not, like, you know... a movie.
It has a 33% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
It doesn't even deserve that.
No.
It was bad.
It was fun in the sense of like it's like I'm watching a long episode.
It was not poorly made.
No. And there was some funny bits in it.
Yeah.
I really liked Haley Joel Osment's character.
Oh, I hated him. Well, but I mean, that was the point.
Yeah.
But I didn't just hate him as a character. Like, I just get really tired of that kind of plot thing of like, you know, oh, it's the one, you know, annoying guy who like is in control of all your shit.
I did really like that the entire reason he fucking hated it was because he couldn't hook up with Emily Ratajkowski, or however you pronounce her last name. But I don't know why, but that specific fact, like, was hysterical to me of just that's really it. That's what this is all about. Because I'm like, is everyone just kind of blowing smoke up each other's asses? Because like when we saw that little thing for Hyde, it looks so stupid.
They should not have shown the movie.
No.
The whole time I was like thinking, I'm like, okay, if they're gonna make the movie seem like a flop, then absolutely show it. The problem was I did not. So
it's like this weird Jekyll and Hyde. For anyone that doesn't know, the movie, the whole thing is that Ari starts his own like company thing, but apparently he doesn't.
He becomes the head of his own branch of a studio.
Yes, and he wants Vince to star in the first movie, and Vince is like, "I'll only do it if I can direct."
Yes,
and it's like, whoa, you just gonna let this guy who's never done it? Which a lot of times actors that decide, like, I can't think of anything off the top of my fucking head. But I know like Alison Brie has directed some movies. Like it can be done really, really well because it's someone who's like also like in the movie. M. Night Shyamalan, it doesn't need to be cameoed.
No,
you're not Stan Lee.
Yeah. For me, like the whole thing of them showing that clip of Hyde, the problem was because I was like, okay, the plot is going to go one of two ways. Like the movie's not just going to be fine. They're going to either think the movie is amazing or they're going to think the movie is a flop. And then either way, they're going to have to like, work around that.
Both of those are entertaining ideas.
Right. Depending on which direction you take it. They went with the direction that the movie is amazing.
And that apparently Vince's part, or Chase, drama's parts, he's got 4 scenes in it, but apparently they're really good.
And they did it right by not showing his scenes.
Yes.
If they were going to go the route of the movie is amazing, then they need to not show the movie, because just in general, no one can agree that a movie, not everyone will always think a movie is amazing. There's always going to be people who aren't going to like it.
Yeah.
So it would make sense to avoid the pitfall of that by never showing the movie. You just talk about the movie.
Yeah, because it doesn't really matter.
Right. It's not actually like we don't actually want to see Hyde. We're here to watch Entourage.
Yeah, like the fact that like these are characters that directed and starred in a movie, and like maybe we could see, because we saw a little bit of them like on set and like after the time skip, because they were still filming, and like the whole thing is that they need more money. The big plot is they need more money. This is becoming an incredibly expensive movie, and the only way to get more money is to get this Texas partner to do it, and
invest more. And
because the Texas partner owns 51% of the funding, like even though like Chase or Vince is even like, I'll put up my own money. They're like, we'll put up our own money. It's like they're not going to take it. Like they
right. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like they're going to take the movie.
Yeah. To the point where like when they went ahead and showed the clip, I immediately thought like, okay, if they're going to show the movie, then it's because the movie is supposed to be a flop. And then I watched the scene of the movie and I was like, yeah.
It was a weird premise.
It felt like a music video.
It did.
It would have been fine as a music video in 2009.
Now, if they would have said, here's the trailer, then I think that I wouldn't be nearly as mad of like, because obviously like you could do so much with the trailer.
Yeah. Well, and the opening shot was like really cool. Like that, and then like, but the text where it's literally like basic bold Arial font of like hide.
That was really dumb.
And then to the point where like the music video vibes, I mean like where literally Calvin Harris shows up as like the cameo. He's the guy who like holds the thing up.
Oh,
he holds up the briefcase. That's Calvin Harris. And I was like, it's a music video. But then it was apparently this incredible, amazing movie that everyone loves. They shouldn't have showed it. They shouldn't have showed it.
I mean, I think it's more of that. Obviously, it exists in our reality, but not at the same time. It's a very slightly different reality where Jeremy Piven isn't an actor. Where but old school exists.
Yes, but Jeremy Piven somehow wasn't. Well, Jeremy Piven may be someone else. There's Jeremy Piven.
We can't go into this because I'm gonna. So does the fact that from the very beginning they mentioned that, because he even says not old school.
Right.
Jeremy Piven is in that movie, but he also plays Ari Gold. Does that mean that Ari Gold, the character, is not actually? Jeremy Piven exists in this universe.
I'm wondering if they ever did any kind of like an aside little joke of like that, oh, you look like Jeremy Piven. I wonder if they ever did that joke.
I wonder, maybe.
They may have.
I'm not. I'll probably look it up.
Yeah.
You wrote so much.
Movie bad.
Yeah, like I don't know. It was just very like it just dragged a lot, and like I guess at the end it finally like ended, but like there was a bit of like the climax, and I was like, okay, and the movie ends with them saying, I have a great idea for you guys. We should make a show about how you guys came up from nothing, and and it's like tongue in cheek, great, haha, funny. We're trying to do a multiverse, kind of. I don't have to do a multiverse. They made it.
Yeah.
If they couldn't avoid the holes, you can't fault me for driving right into them.
Yeah, the one note of this that's left that I would really call out is that I said,
hi, Avery.
So this really is a show about douchebags again.
The pilot?
Because that's how it felt by the end, by that movie. That movie, I was like, okay, so we're back to douchebags.
Was that everything you wrote?
The rest is just more of the same that we already talked about. It's the movie. You saw the movie.
I saw the movie.
You saw the movie.
It just... And like...
I didn't think I could be disappointed.
I didn't think I'd be disappointed. You know what it is? The pilot was good.
The pilot was good, and then the finale was okay. It was serviceable. It felt like a conclusion to that.
It may not have been what I would have wanted it to end, and I didn't really like how it didn't feel like the end. But that may also be just because I've seen one other episode that's supposed to set up a continuation.
Right.
That I don't have a frame of mind for how shows should have ended. Like, there wasn't a bow for me.
For me, it felt like an end in the sense that this is a show about, ostensibly about real people living a real life. And like in
Papa
your
John's.
And in your real life, there's not often those sort of like big like tie-a-bow moments of like, if my life was a movie, this is where the movie could end.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a show that's supposed to be about these people, so it's like there really isn't like, you got like big life events, and so like they went with that direction with like the wedding, but it's like you can't, like, people's lives don't all like line up to have big events at the same time.
Yeah, except that we're going tonight,
right? So
to Paris, which is not something I can relate to.
No. Well, also,
how did he have Bo's headphone money?
I couldn't even relate to earlier in the premiere when they were like, oh yeah, no, tonight we're going to Vegas because then tomorrow morning we're going to New York. Like, they're talking at like 6 p.m. about like, tonight we're going to Vegas.
Yeah,
that they're going to fly to Vegas and then they're going to fly to New York in the morning. Like, this is not a life.
We couldn't do that.
I can understand.
We might be able.
I could.
No. I
wouldn't enjoy it.
I would need to make money in Vegas, and we're not staying the night in a hotel. I'm not. No bags. Yeah. The only bags will be under my eyes when I come home depressed and angry that I'm broke. Yeah. Better go live.
Yeah, but in general, like the finale worked for me in the sense that I'm like, okay, like if the main characters are Vince and E, for better or worse, it made sense that those two got like pivotal moment endings, that like he gets back with his girlfriend in theory, and like he's getting married, and then like you can't have a pivotal moment for everyone because like that doesn't make sense that would all happen at once. And in fact, like him getting back with the girl hinging on the marriage made that work better. So like it worked in the sense I'm like, okay, it's a show about people in their lives, so like it ended in a way where I'm like, yeah, it made sense that like the main characters' lives hit a big beat and everyone else was just there. Yeah, like it's not over, but like their lives aren't over. Our look into it is.
Yeah, this is it ends for what we are allowed to see, and then they made a movie.
Yeah, that movie. I was so much happier last night when I finished that finale and then went to sleep.
Oh, did you watch it last night?
Yeah, I watched the show last night, went to sleep, woke up, watched the movie.
I woke up
and I was much happier last night.
I woke up at 6:30. 30 minutes of like 10-minute snoozes because I was like, at 7 I gotta get up, and I only have a certain amount of time. I'm like, I'm watching all of it because I wanted to be in the Entourage mood. I had a drink last night. I read some short stories in my reading materials.
Okay.
Well, I got fairly stoned too, while also playing Phasmophobia, which I cried like a little girl. I don't like the game, and it's fun. You will have to play it. Yeah, it's fun. And also the computer work. Like, it was nice to be able to like have everything working. Like, it's not running on this duct taped. I love Mike very much, but like, I mean, he was even fully aware. He's like, I don't know if this will do what you need it to, and I'm like, it's fine. But like, I was able to run everything. It was all cool, and I'm like, I need to invest. Like, the next thing that I've been like meaning to buy is a set of dual monitors so that I'm not having to constantly like adjust with work, because I use those monitors for work. Yeah. But that I could just have a stream desk that doesn't get touched. Everything's there. But anyway, the I was like, I want a slight hangover if I can, because that feels like the right like method actor Jared Leto and the Joker energy of coming into Entourage. Right. So I had to figure out all the Amazon tomfoolery while thinking,
I can wake up in time to watch the movie.
Yeah, because that's all you have to do. You just click it on, still get ready.
Yes.
I literally had like a bowl of cereal while I was watching it. But very much of like, oh, fuck, but I gotta go. But I'm also the type of person where I need to get up at 7 so I can watch these. I can get up and get out of bed. I got up the earliest this week
stuff like
today.
Work, but my brain, the problem is I'd be like, this isn't real enough.
For work, I have a meeting at 7:30. I got out of bed at 7:15 or later every day this week to watch Entourage for this stream.
You're ready.
I was up at 6:30 and laid in bed while I let it snooze.
Yeah.
And then Zuki was there.
And it showed.
I was not going to bring him.
I'm glad you didn't.
If I did bring him on, I would like let you know beforehand, and we would kind of...
So I could tarp all the leather furniture?
Yeah.
That's only my concern. He's cute. Yeah. I don't care about that. He would scratch stuff.
Yeah. And he wouldn't mean to. I would go, like, it would be something where I will go take him to the groomer to get his nails trimmed, which he'll still want to scratch, but I'll bring a scratch post or something here, and he'll probably still do something. Like I know there's maybe the tiniest scuffs from Daisy. Yeah. Which I don't know what's up with Daisy's nails. She's wild. And
everything about that dog is wild. And it's not just the nails. It's everything about that weird
one of
animal.
the sweeter dogs I've ever seen.
She's very sweet, but very odd.
Kind of like Tyler.
It really
is a match made in
that
heaven.
Makes sense.
They're long, awkward, and here to party. They pee in your bed
twice.
Tyler didn't pee in your bed twice.
No, only once. But just kidding. She never peed in my bed.
She peed around your bed,
just near the bed. She couldn't reach the bed in time.
Yeah. Well, that was the only thing. I think when we lived in the old, like when we lived together, I had only used your bathroom maybe 3 times in my entirety there.
Yeah, makes sense.
I know.
It's my bathroom and you had yours.
And you would never use mine, right? Or very rarely.
Like only to piss if we were like playing video games.
Yeah.
And even then, like I would still usually just go because it wasn't a huge apartment.
No.
But like, no, I'm not, yeah, like, occasionally.
But here's the thing is that like, it wasn't something where like, yes, like this is my bathroom, but like,
right.
It's clear that like, it's fine. It's just the fact that like the master bathroom is connected to the master bedroom that it's like, well, I can't go in there like that.
Because you have to go through my bedroom to get.
I have to break your space,
right?
And and I can only leave my door open passive aggressively for so long before I realize that you don't give a shit.
Yeah,
like I would panic when like we tripped the circuit breaker.
Because because that was in my room.
Because we had the game room on fucking wires. We had everything in that room.
Like.
I miss our game room.
It's easy to like meme about like like the wiring at fucking like and that place sucked, and it did, but
it's not great.
We also were putting it through its paces in every sense.
We had
of that
like
word.
Power blocks on every outlet.
Power blocks.
Yeah, like but granted, we had 2 TVs and we had both Xboxes. We had computers. We had
everything.
We had Google Homes. We had. Chromecast,
shit.
We had toilet paper baby,
garbage bag monster, and toilet paper baby,
which I finally had to rename to. Well, no, I think I still have that one. You gave me the extra ones. I still need to set up all those homes. I just haven't gotten around to. Excuse me, because I need to put it on here, and I need to set up. It's because I don't want to log in to everything, so I'm like, I still have my iPhone. That's basically just it's still an iPhone. I never called anybody on my iPhone anyway.
It's an iPad Touch now.
It's an iPad Touch, yeah. And although I will say this phone is heavier and bigger.
Not Touch? I realize as I say that.
No. And
a tablet that doesn't have a touch screen?
It was the iTouch. Wait, was it the iTouch? No. I think it was the iPod Touch. What was the one that was... It was the
iPod Touch.
iPod Touch.
That's where I was going with iPad Touch.
Yeah. There's the iPod Touch, which was just... an iPhone without the phone.
Yes.
And it was a bit slimmer.
Yes.
Because it didn't need the small phone.
Receiver. Yeah.
The small phone, the small rotary phone that
they put inside of it.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Movie bad.
How would you rate the movie?
As a movie, objectively, knowing nothing about Entourage, just as a movie, I sat down, clean slate, we'll say, I would give the movie a 3.5 out of 10. As a continuation of Entourage, 0 out of 10. Hated it.
I would say that as a movie, if I were just me and my dad saying, let's go see a movie. What's there? Some Entourage movie supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
It was my dad would probably rate it a little bit higher, but not really. It was like a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, it's not. As
a continuation of Entourage, it does make it a 3 out of a 10.
Okay.
Because I could at least understand.
There's wind.
There is wind.
It's fucking windy.
Fucking windy.
My lighting may go to shit.
We literally look like we are not recording at the same table at the same time. Like
I look a pale wisp of a man. And you look like
we don't see that.
A warm candlelit Don.
You come to me on the day of
my goddess quinceañera.
Well, no, on the day of the bullet for my Valentine concert. Oh my god! And you ask me, it's fucking windy.
Fucking windy.
Yeah. So that's a wait. Did we go down for a minute?
Did it go down?
It says live 5 minutes.
Well, we're still getting chat.
We're still up.
So.
Okay.
Weird.
That's really weird. How odd. Hey,
There's still chat, so I think it's
Evie
fine.
subscribed.
Oh.
Is this set up for the podcast? Like this is the podcast account?
Well, yeah, because it's not on mine.
You right.
Which I
I
set up the whole scene on mine.
I was about to say that.
Fuck.
So when you said you were setting it up, I was like, which I was going to come over then, but I was like, I don't trust us if I don't show up almost right on the dot.
We would have talked about
to talk about it.
We would have talked about it.
So, well, I guess this is the part where we, hello, chat.
We throw to the audience.
You may speak.
Hello.
Hope you guys enjoyed this.
Was this fun? Us
talking
about it on
it says an hour 33 on your end. Okay,
okay,
cool.
good.
Yeah, that's just weird Streamlabs stuff then.
Yeah, it did. Like I thought I saw it like refresh for a second, but then I was like, well, no, we're still up, so I think we're good.
Oh, and I guess real quick, just to pander a very small amount to something that people asked like very in the beginning.
Okay.
If you did want to support the podcast in whatever way, we don't have like a joint thing because we're not ready for an Abbey Road problem here. But
also it's such a pain to set those up.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to. I'd rather just
set up another one.
If you go to either my Twitch channel, which then in the about section there's a support or donate option. If you go onto Eric's channel on any video, there will be one. Whatever. Fuck you. Is it because you can see?
Oh no.
Well, now
my lighting's shit, and you look great.
Hello.
Well, maybe not great.
We're in the monetization part of the podcast. No, but if you wanted to, you could go ahead and do that there, and we'll, I don't know, split it or fucking whatever. I don't give a shit. Fucking with your little shorts. You do look like a fucking tool. You're wearing a polo and these little shorts. No, let the people see you.
This is not a polo. This is a Henley. There is no collar. Get it.
I can't fit in that shirt.
I barely can.
I guess I will say, if you guys wanted to see my fit, that's looking fresh as fuck, is I got my jeans. I got my jeans and I got my like a real Hollywood person. I'm rocking the blazer with jeans and my Vans. Because I'm here to have fun. And I spent about 15 minutes trying to shave my beard the way it is. Who is texting me? Who is? Oh, okay. She can text me. Do you need help?
No, I got it. This is why we film at night.
It is true. That is why we do. Or we just fucking bring the light. I'll have to bring that over one of these days just so that we can like see how it does. It's fine.
We're fucked.
No, but fine.
We're just gonna have bad lighting now.
Yeah. Well, we talked about Entourage, which is the important part of why we needed to look good.
We did the job. We talked
So,
about Entourage.
You thought I was gonna be rocking jorts? I almost did, but I was like, no, I kind of wanted to go for like a bit more of a specific aesthetic.
Terrible.
No,
it's fine.
And I mean, we could always like do that too, and then there's nothing there. Yeah.
Hello.
So the bronze Audie is back. Audie. Which only Miles calls me. Miles is the only person that calls me Audie.
Yeah.
But I'm never gonna correct him because he's my boy that I've never met. He's my Canadian boy. We need to do a Canada podcast.
We gotta do Hype on the Road.
Hype on the Road. Hype is coming to a Canadian town in Canada.
Yeah.
If I get my, I need to go get my fucking
passport.
I gotta get my passport. I need to get my Arizona
also, it would be
ID.
nice if like coronavirus would like chill.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like COVID, chill.
Yeah. Oh yeah. COVID's real.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. No. COVID is very real. That's no. I meant that more as just like COVID's still a thing. Like
it is very much.
I assumed that was the case. Canada wouldn't even take us. They go, have you guys seen Entourage? We're like, yeah. And they're like, oh, no. You get that bullshit out of here, eh?
They'd say, are you vaccinated? I'd say, yes. And then they say, but have you seen Entourage?
And I go,
say, yeah.
You're not ready for this maneuver. It's a full Monty. And they go, and they just bat me on the nose with like the Daily Moose, which I'm assuming is the local paper.
Well, it's got to be.
Covered in sap. And they just.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been there.
Tim Hortons.
Mm-hmm. Horton Tim's.
Tim Hortons. Here's a who?
Timothy Hortons.
Well,
Tim Tams.
You're going to use his Christian name.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah. So I understand that you guys probably asked a lot of questions while we were talking about
Talking
it.
about
but
Entourage.
Unfortunately, this is what happens when it's live. And also, we don't really edit hardly anything out of the podcast anymore to the point. Like, the last time we did was months ago.
Yeah.
And that was...
when you pee.
Oh, that was the time when I had to pee twice. Yeah, but I had to pee really bad.
That's okay.
No, I know, but like it was the only weird cut we did.
They're gonna like be like, but it seemed like there was a cut, and like
no,
in these 2 episodes,
we just snapped. Yeah, I peed, and we didn't want to like have 2 minutes or whatever, like a minute of air, because I had to wait for the water to turn on.
Yes.
Pee, and then I wasn't gonna just let it sit there.
No,
it's not Mellow Yellow. I don't have a can.
Not in my home.
You're not a Mellow Yellow person.
No.
Remember how I was supposed to play golf with Brandon tomorrow?
I do remember that.
That has been canceled.
I'm not surprised.
Which I'm in the middle of watching Entourage, and I'm like, this is a good day. I'm having a wonderful time.
That is a great question, MW7. Why is it so windy in my yard? This was not what I signed up for when I bought a home here. I'm like, this is not a windy neighborhood. I grew up in a similar neighborhood to this. Not similar, nearby. And it was not windy. And yet somehow now it's fucking windy.
Fucking windy. What did Brandon say?
I can't fucking stand it. I thought I liked wind until I, bought a place, and now I hate it.
Yeah. So Brandon texts me, and he goes, this was yesterday at 1:55 p.m. Mm-hmm. What do you have going on Sunday morning? I said, not sure yet. 1 second. And this was at 2:26, because, like, it's been a bit.
Yes.
The only thing I don't like about this phone, and I've complained about it before, is that if you clear notifications, it'll clear the red notification.
What red notification?
So, like, right up here at the top, there's, like, a thing from like Reddit, there's like Instagram, and then like just Google, like your little icons up here. But then like if those are there for something like TikTok, someone sends me a message, the TikTok app will show however many notifications there are, like 15. So I can be like, oh, just looking at them, like I can go clear those out. But if I clear them from the top, it won't show that there's 15 unread notifications anymore. They'll all just be blank apps.
Oh.
And I don't know if that's a setting I could change or not, but like,
yeah, I don't know.
It just, as someone who has problems with like object permanence, like I didn't text my sister. I texted my sister, hey, how are you doing? And then I apparently didn't respond to her for a week because I didn't realize she texted me back.
Oh.
Or I remember she texted me back, but I didn't have time to like say anything in that moment. So I cleared the notification without thinking about it, like, because there's other stuff. And then there was nothing to remind me there that I still needed to like read the physical thing.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, he goes golf, and I'm like, yeah, I'm free on Sunday, and then tomorrow we're doing board game day, right?
Yes, yeah.
So I was like, yeah,
also potentially swimming.
But yeah, I figured
weather permitting,
ants permitting, more likely than you think.
If that ain't the truth,
not that Norton. Which that got me good. It got me good. So he's like golf, because I needed to figure out D&D because I'm doing D&D later tonight, which is at Tom's. But then Mike said I can't pick him up till 3 because he can't leave till 3. So I'm like, that's still perfect because like that gives us more than enough time, even if this goes like super late.
Yeah,
we'll play Mario Kart. That's what you do. We're joking.
We're not set up for that.
He's like golf, and I know how Brandon is, which is he doesn't want to give any information up,
right? Because
he's decided that in this moment he is a friend.
Yes,
but it is entirely not his choice if he has the time. And I'm like, I don't have clubs, but if we share and we done by Rick's thing, then yes. And he goes, let's do it. Swoosh. So I said Nike.
Yes.
Felt appropriate.
Fitting.
I was like, what time and how much does it cost me? Because like those are important. I'm like, I don't have clubs, but like if it's $30 to go play some holes, like sure. That's a cheap hole. He goes, I'm going to try and find a tee time for between 7 and 8. I'll let you know. As soon as he said tee time, I knew that we weren't golfing this weekend.
Tee time.
I was at 4:30 yesterday. 10:30 this morning. I need to cancel for tomorrow. We got back from Cabo.
Oh.
And the cats used our bedroom and bed as their fucking toilet all week. We're on cleanup duty now.
That is awful.
So I said, Wilden. I was also having a bad day. I was watching the Entourage movie at 10:30.
That is true.
Wait,
that was today?
Yeah. Oh, no, 10:30. No, I had already finished the Entourage movie. I was getting ready to leave.
Your way out.
I was shaving.
Yeah.
I wasn't on my way yet. And then he said it's mega lovely, and I didn't respond because I was busy.
Yeah. And then you cleared the notification.
I did.
And now you never will.
Now I never will see it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Were you glancing at the camera when I said a cheap hole? Because the people said you did.
I don't know.
Sometimes.
Maybe. Anyway.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Entourage.
This is it, baby.
We watched it.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers as well.
That's very kind of you. I don't want to do this again. Not that I don't want to stream again.
Yeah. I don't want to watch Entourage.
I don't want to watch Entourage.
I don't ever want to watch that movie again.
The movie ruined everything.
I want my $3 back.
I would honestly I would be willing to watch the premiere and finale of a different show. Mm-hmm. Not if it has a movie, or I just won't watch the movie. It's just
that's not a thing. Most shows don't get a movie, or if they do, Firefly has a movie, Serenity, because Firefly only got one season.
The show, and the show ended on a cliffhanger.
I've never watched Firefly. I've only watched the pilot 3 times, but I've also seen the ending to Serenity.
It's got Kate Six in it.
Oh, that's right, Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, someone asked us, did the Entourage stay bros the whole time? I don't want Hollywood to tear their friendship apart. Yeah.
They were bros by the end.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It didn't give any vibes that they ever stopped being bros.
They seemed just as bro-y as they were from the get-go.
Yes.
We are having a baby. And they even were Eric's having a baby.
Yeah.
And it's Sloane's having a baby.
Yeah.
First of all. 565 subs.
Sloane's
we got 4.
pregnant.
We're almost at 500K.
We're right there, guys.
Proportionally speaking, we're a lot closer than we were yesterday.
That's true.
Every step. 1K for Eric getting 1 new anime.
Yeah, if you give me to 1K, I'll watch an anime. The premiere and the finale.
It'd have to be of an anime that's done.
Yeah, in order to have a finale, that's how that works.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. I mean, I just started season 5 of My Hero Academia today, but it's not done.
Yeah.
So that's the thing where it's that's not a good. You know what? You'll do it for One Piece once One Piece ends.
Is that still not over?
No, the manga's still going. It's almost done. It's been going for 20 years.
Is the anime done?
No.
We said the manga.
The manga's faster because Oda can write. They can do that. They can animate. It takes more of the time.
I didn't know if.
No. It's not like
sequence
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Well, Brotherhood was the better one, but the first Full Metal Alchemist was coming out at the same time as the manga was, and it outpaced the manga, so it just based on that did its own story.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't consider that the true. It's its own thing, which that was the one that I finished and I really liked, and then I watched Brotherhood and I'm it's not as good as the original. Mm-hmm. And it's a hot take.
I think they're giving suggestions.
Mm-hmm. Free Iwatobi Swim Club.
What genre am I interested in? None.
He likes Castlevania.
I enjoyed the first episode of Castlevania.
Food Wars.
Is that show over? Can we watch that one?
Don't show him Attack on Titan. I like. Which one? Food Wars? I've never heard of it.
No, Castlevania. Didn't it end?
Oh, I don't know. I still need to catch up on it.
I only watched the first episode, so I would watch the first one. And the
I thought you watched the first season with me.
No, we only watched the first episode.
Oh.
And then we said we were going to keep watching it. We never did.
I've tried to get back into it.
I don't really remember it.
It's fun. It's still cool.
It was cool. It's got Richard Armitage. The voice is good.
I'm trying to think what would be good. I could make you watch Sword Art Online, the first episode and the last episode, but that is
Is that
Sword Art Online.
It's a show?
It's an anime. And it's...
Oh, it sounds like a game.
They're trapped in a game.
Oh, okay.
And turns out that Kirito, who's definitely not a Mary Sue, who turns out is super crazy fucking powerful because he studied things, and the guy who created the game is also in the game as a god tier wizard, more or less. It's a whole thing, and they got to escape, and they're all there because it's VR shit, and so all these kids are just trapped in their beds.
Oh,
it's a whole thing, the outside world. It was the first anime I watched. It was the first one, but it is a bad show. That's the thing. It is the it's the drama of anime.
Oh.
It's people I still love it.
Uh-huh.
It was fun. But that's not what you should show people first, especially if people don't take it seriously at all. Granted, I don't think Sword Art Online it's not that serious of one. There's much better grittier Death Note. Death Note's really good. Mm. But that's if you like the mystery.
Yeah. Well, it should be one that neither of us have seen, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So that would be the thing. But Fruit Basket or something. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll do if we hit 1K, we'll do a poll.
Yeah.
And then this way everyone has to.
Because then we can do community posts.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
Polls.
Oh, polls.
And we can do super chat.
Oh, wow.
Which would be nice because I don't want to set up a PayPal for the joint thing,
No.
but Super Chat's easy.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, if we did do this again, before that was that, we could just like one to each, and then like, whatever came in, you know.
Well, I'm sure we'll hit 1K tomorrow.
We'll play bones and we'll play bones and knives and see who comes out on top. That's my $4, just so you know, that I'm getting for this fucking movie refund. I can't believe that the HBO Max thing ran out on Thursday because I watched it on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that they just decided to not continue that part of their plan, Alyssa.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh.
I think it was also on Hulu.
Well, you can pay. So Hulu is $12 a month without ads, which is what I got a 1 month free trial for. And then it starts going to $12 a month. I can add on for $15 HBO Max. And I'm like, I'm not paying $30 for that. The only thing on HBO Max I've been watching is Titans. That's it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, it's not worthwhile for me to pay that much to have it. Whereas Hulu, I've been watching, like, I want to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, some of these other shows, and ad-free watching is saving me an obscene amount of time. Because watching My Hero Academia, where I literally knew the beats of when ads show up, aside from the fact that you can see it, because it's just, you know, yep, here's the ad. It's 2 minutes of me going and doing something else. Like, no. I save 10, 15 minutes every fucking episode. I'm like, I can clown through these real quick. 20 minutes is 20 minutes.
Down to clown.
Oh, what a fucking thought. In this economy.
Fuck these ads.
The balls on these fucking producers putting these fucking advertisers.
Ads.
I'm over here watching Naruto in fucking 144p because I got the internet connection of a fucking rotisserie chicken. And they're over here showing me the goddamn Taj Mahal of fucking... what is it? The one with the bears wiping their asses. The shaman. Like I'm over here getting fucking 1080p 4K. I can see the bear's shit coming out of its fucking asshole, and I can see all the granules of the fucking toilet paper. And then we go back to 144p.
Well, that's what you pay for.
I don't pay for it. I leech,
and you get what you pay for.
No, but you know what? I shouldn't be punished because I'm smart.
You're frugal.
Yeah, why would I pay for something? Why would I pay for 144p? I'm not paying for this. Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
Reviews when? Monday stream? Sin, I already told you. I cried during they did have the school festival arc where they all decided to like put on like a rock show. And it made me cry. I was really stoned too. But like, because they've been through so much, and it's like, they are still just students at school. And like, they deserve to have this moment where they're just having fun. And I'm like, yeah, this is some good shit. And then I messaged Sin because I knew Sin would be mad if I didn't say something. And I'm like, I'm crying in the club right now.
It do be like that sometimes.
Sometimes we gotta cry.
Yeah.
Don't show it.
No.
What are you, a fucking girl?
What, are you driving around in a Hummer that says I like cock?
That was the other thing. That was my last note. Of my 4 notes was Hummer equals 2000s energy.
Oh, yeah.
Because that
big yellow Hummer was...
No, orange. It was an orange Hummer.
I believe it was yellow.
It's an orange Hummer.
I believe it was yellow.
Are we putting money on this?
No.
Okay. Entourage Hummer. It wasn't yellow. It was orange. It was fucking yellow?
It was yellow. Eat shit.
No fucking way.
Eat shit.
I must have had a filter on my TV.
It's called your eyes.
No. It wasn't my eyes.
You have that. No, Brandon can't tell the difference between red and orange, not yellow and orange.
Is he colorblind?
He insists he's not. And I go, what color is this? And he's like, it's red. I'm like, that's orange.
Unless you just have like better eyes. Look at you. Look at all those fucking cones you got.
Well, I paid for them.
No, you didn't.
You're right.
You grew them yourself.
I grew them. And I'm real proud of them. Be proud of your cones.
I wonder what it would feel like to eat an eye.
Probably very squishy. I think it would pop like a grape.
I'm sorry I asked.
Also, they're not perfectly circular.
Oh, well, yeah. We'll find this out. Oh, my God. Specialized.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It took a turn. Yeah.
They are babies. Yeah. So, wait, let's not do Black Butler. What's wrong with it? I don't know. What's a question you've always wanted to ask that we haven't answered on the podcast because you didn't ask it?
Or because you asked it too late and we missed it.
That does happen from time to time, unfortunately.
It do be like that sometimes. Although it doesn't have to be anymore.
No.
Because now with Studio, you can just kind of scroll.
Yeah, like I could just see the more recent. I just make sure I go back to about when we filmed the last one.
Yeah.
The problem is that I've noticed that more recently, and a little bit of like not like looking at the analytics, but rather just fishing through comments, especially when I like was going through to make the trailer and stuff, is that when we like record and release, record on Tuesday, release on Wednesday, but then like for whatever reason, either we rescheduled or we did like the Denny's thing, is that we'll go ahead and stream on or record on Sunday.
Yes.
Because that like is always more than enough time.
Yes. That
we miss out on a few days worth of questions, and that like we do get a good little like small reserve, and it's good. And I do like, because when I had to go back and like look through all of them, and then I was just kind of yesterday, just for fun, I was like, let me just like watch some of these, like some of like the like what people timestamp.
Yeah.
Like what do the people find funny?
I'm a sucker for a timestamp comment.
They're great
because I click it and then I'm like, yeah.
And the memes are great.
Good memes.
Did you saw the fucking video?
I didn't see the Fortnite video. That was really good.
I am crying. So Monday we're playing Fortnite.
Fortnite funnies. Oh wait, we asked them to give us questions. Now they're giving us questions.
I go, hey guys, please interact, and then I go, look at them.
Interaction on my stream?
Oh, I didn't. We're not gonna take care of this. We're not gonna be talking to you questions. We just wanted them.
We just wanted the engagement. Except I don't think.
Okay. Indy asked. Question: does Odie actually agree that Arby's roast beef shaved meat gel is better than real beef, or was he just being supportive?
Because I said Arby's is good.
Yeah, Arby's roast beef is the only good roast beef. I don't like roast beef otherwise.
Yeah, it's just good.
I used to work in a deli, but that doesn't really matter. I don't really like beef. I like burgers, but I don't like steak.
No, neither do I. Yeah.
White chocolate's amazing. How could you be so brave and bold, Sal?
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't like your timestamps. I don't know, Alice. I've approved everything that you said so far, but how many cups are you down to, Odie? Ori, thank you so much for asking me. Funnily enough, Zuki has now broken. There was the one cup he broke, that he just full on just knocked over and shattered.
Yes.
Of the 4 cups there.
Yes.
He then, I broke a second cup because it was just in my sink and it had water in it. And I picked it up, and I picked up the top half of the cup. There was no shattering. It just cracked and broke. And then I have these like Coke glass. You remember the Coke glasses?
Yes.
One of them shattered when Zuki, because I had it put up like on the drying rack, not on it, but next to it. Zuki had to like saute his fat ass all over it with his little kitty glands.
Yes.
And like knocked it into the sink where it just fucking broke. So I'm down to those, but I got a package yesterday. When I was like playing games, telling lies.
Right, eating hot.
I see through the window that like the Amazon guy shows up, and he just kind of like chucks this bag at my door, doesn't knock, and walks away.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there going, "Oh, I got a package." I then forgot about it until I went to leave my house today, and was like, "Why do I have a package?" Because I remember thinking I didn't order anything. So I decided to open up this package, and it's like this big box. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I didn't buy anything. Like, no one has like my address.
Right.
And it's a bunch of cups that I'm pretty sure someone else that's on our Amazon like group account meant to order to get shipped to them, not to me. But like, I don't want to go to the post office and send this back. So I guess I have a bunch of plastic cups now, but I don't drink out of plastic.
Why don't you ask the people who are in your Amazon group?
I mean, I could literally just go look and see who like paid for it.
That would also work.
I had to get here for the Entourage stream.
Right.
This is a problem in progress, if you will. So I have
apparently we're the monkeys.
I have 5 cups right now.
We're the monkeys, and they're the women on the other side of the glass, desperate for our attention, according to Megan B, blowing kisses and waving.
You guys need to not come here every day. Would y'all consider doing a Twitch channel points redeem like we did with the Garfield onesies, except this time y'all in tuxes, fancy schmancy Twitch stream? I mean, I don't know in a tuxedo though.
I don't know a tuxedo. I haven't suits.
We're doing the onesie.
It's hot. I sweat a lot.
Oh yeah, for anyone who doesn't follow me on Twitch, which you should
do so.
Because I'm no more sandbagging myself. Link in bio.
Link in bio.
Next Friday, we're about 19,000 points shy, which means on Wednesday we'll have hit it because everyone donates their 2,000 points, immediately, or they spend all their money on bringing Weasel out, putting Weasel back, bringing Weasel out. It's a great way for the rich to dump their funds.
That's what we got to do.
Yeah,
it combats inflation.
We're doing
That's why they added construction to RuneScape.
You goddamn fucking right they did. But we, Eric and I talked about it, and like we had a lot of fun doing the Cursed Garfield stream.
Yes.
And that you like making onesies because it's fun.
I do.
But we only wear them once.
Yes.
For the most part. Like that's the point.
Yeah.
You have a fire hazard closet, but that's not important. So we're doing our Super Smash Brothers stream next Friday.
Yes.
Over on my channel, which will be, I think, Jigglypuff and Incineroar. And we're just going to play Smash. All night. It'll be fun. And like in person. And we'll have a hydrate lasagna, something similar of sorts. I don't know what we'll do. There'll be something, even if it's just hydrate.
Yeah.
And then Spooktober, we'll be playing spooky games, and we'll be doing at the end of Spooktober a onesie stream that we'll do the goal for. And the goal is not because like if you guys don't hit it, we're not doing it. Like they will hit it. It's just let's keep the height. Is Toy Freddy or Golden Freddy?
Glamrock Freddy.
Oh, you're Glamrock Freddy, and I'm Toy Chica.
Yes.
Onesies, and we'll play Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes.
On a spooky stream.
For some spooky time.
So we got a lot of fun stuff, and then we'll have to think of something for November, but that can come and go later. So
at some point.
Since you loved the game last night, Odie, what is the next horror game you want to play? None.
Aren't you playing them all October?
Yes. It doesn't mean I want to.
That's gonna be a lot.
Yeah.
You stream a lot. That's a lot of days of spooky games.
Spooktober, baby.
You gotta play all the spooky games.
It's the fun of it.
But which ones are you gonna play? Like, what do you have? Like, what are you going for?
So we have like, so it's also gonna be a little bit of like finishing some of the games. So like, we're gonna. I had started Limbo a while back, just for like in one day we played it. So Limbo's like black like ink looking game. So we'll play that. We'll finish that. We'll finish Undertale at some point.
Not Outlast.
Phasmophobia. I did download Outlast because I hate it.
And there's a second one.
I don't want to play the second one.
There's also Whistleblower.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to play any of them. I don't like these games. They saw me last night. I was fucking terrified. Because Phasmophobia is all about like your headphones. Yeah. So like you can talk over the radio or you could talk to people in the room and you can hear where they are. So
yeah,
like
I tuned in briefly and I was like, oh, this is like weird. A whole like
yeah.
It's
a whole thing. So there's those. I don't know what else just yet. Like maybe
Slender.
No. I have no idea. Like I'll probably have to pick up some games that we'd want to play. But like I have Five Nights at Freddy's because it's on Xbox Spook Pass.
Available day one.
On the
night one.
On the Boo.
Available night one.
Night one.
The X Boo.
On the Xbooks one. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. The fun like it won't be fun. And then in November, because I'm pretty sure that's when the Diamond Pearl remakes come out.
That's also when Thanksgiving is.
I'm not being a turkey. And you're going to be my little pilgrim.
I mean.
Oh my God. When is.
Oh my gosh.
Diamond Pearl.
Resident Evil 8. Ugh.
Oh yeah, with the Booba lady. Which apparently she's like the best part and she's only in it for like a third of the game.
It's sad.
They come out November 19th. So we'll be doing that for the second half of November, is playing Diamond and Pearl.
Cool. Diablo 2 comes out.
When?
5 days.
Oh shit.
September 23rd. I'm so excited.
Fuck. What day is 5 days from now? Is that Wednesday?
Is that a Wednesday?
It comes out on the 23rd?
Yeah.
Sunday's the 19th. Monday's the 20th. No, it comes out on Thursday.
It's a Thursday. Yeah.
Because we're going to do our onesie stream. Would you want to stream play Diablo 2?
Well, no. We're going to do Smash.
No. I'm saying on Thursday.
Oh. Sure.
Would you, if you wanted to like stream playing it? Because I'll buy it for PC.
I bought it.
I guess.
I'm so excited.
I didn't like the original. Well, it's not that I didn't like it. It was I'm playing an archaic thing that I never played with before.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is that like I don't know if you'd like it. Like I'm gonna fucking love it, but like I don't know if you'll like it.
After playing Diablo 3 and understanding kind of like the concept of the game, like Brandon was just like, follow me.
Yeah.
Like Brandon didn't like let me learn what the fuck
Brandon,
I'm supposed to do.
He's not good at learning games.
No, he's like, you'll just pick up as you go. Like that works, but like it's like Scythe. Like you kind of still need to have a base understanding of what's happening.
Well, there's also a difference between like you'll pick it up as you go when you're by yourself versus you'll pick it up as you go when you're being like borderline speed ran through a game just by virtue of the person knows everything.
It's so like even though it's randomly generated, I'm like, where do you know where to go? He's like, I don't. I'm like, okay, but how are you going so fast? Because like he doesn't need to worry about abilities. He knows his abilities.
Right.
You know, he's not picking up every piece of item, whereas I am. And then it's like, wait, I have to manage my inventory. How do I know if
this is a good item? You know, like I have limited inventory. Yeah.
Should I use this scroll even though he's already used it and come back?
Yes.
Like, that sort of shit. What about Fear? Never heard of it. Wait, Odie, you weren't even listening? What are you talking about?
Wasn't listening to what?
Dead by Daylight was another one that we were going to play. Odie doesn't like zombies.
Nimble said on Scare Pass.
On Scare Pass. Oh,
that's good.
That's really good. That's really fucking good.
Scare
on the X-Book Scare Pass. Yeah, Dead by Daylight's the other one where like you're getting hunted by like spooky people.
Yeah,
so
and
you're
like one
either
of you's like the hunter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They keep saying we should play that.
It's on Xbox. It's on the X-Book Scare Pass. You'll have to just get a trial and play with me, so you don't have to pay for it because I have it on Xbox, so I'm not buying it on PC. I'm not spending money. Although
Does it not have crossplay?
I don't know if it has crossplay, but I know it has. Actually, I'm pretty sure I could download it on PC through Xbox, like because if you have Game Pass,
I hope it has crossplay. That would be easiest.
Yeah, Blair Witch.
Xbox to PCs at this point, like they're really pushing crossplay between those two. So
in particular, Switch game suggestions.
It has crossplay, says Sal.
Oh, good.
There we go. Then I'll get it for PC.
FPS spookies.
Because I don't have Xbox Game Pass.
DBD Dragon Ball D.
Dick.
It's just
Dragon Balls and Dick.
Dragon Balls and Dick? More than likely than you think.
Meta, you play on Switch?
Y'all out here on your Switch.
They let that scary spoopy game on a Nintendo console? Not on my watch.
Not my good. Well,
Reggie wouldn't have let this happen.
Reggie fills a B. He's not dead.
But he's in pieces.
You're right. It's crippled. Aren't they supposed to announce like who the last Smash fighter is for this pass? Soon?
Yeah.
Right? Like
soon.
Who was? Because I heard on Reddit
they added
something
another
similar.
one from a fighting game.
Yeah, it was from Tekken, right?
I think so.
It's like the old guy.
I think it's the older guy. But his like default skin, they made it his like younger.
Yeah,
version.
I'm not sure. I played. Well, I played those games,
that kind of fighting game.
But I never like bought the games. It was always someone had it, and it's like it's like you play Mortal Kombat because you want to fight. Like let's hit buttons and fight each other. That's fun. But like I didn't buy FIFA.
Yeah.
Also, anyone who plays FIFA isn't a gamer because that's the only game they own.
I finally figured out. So like for a long time, I've been like, I wouldn't know, like every character I've wanted to be in Smash is in Smash.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only characters that I like left wouldn't fit in Smash, and I wouldn't want them in Smash. I don't want Master Chief in Smash.
Oh,
I don't want Isaac Clarke in Smash. I don't want Morgan Yu in Smash.
Mm-hmm.
Like
characters from the franchise or the games that you really enjoy.
Right. I love those characters. I don't want them in Smash.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, at this point, I don't care who they add because like everyone I would want is there. So at this point, it's just like, okay, cool, fun.
Mm-hmm.
I've thought of one that I want now in this moment, and I'm kind of joking, but also it would be great, and they will never do it because like he does not fit. But they added Bayonetta.
They've added weirder shit before.
I want Voldo from Soul Calibur.
Oh my god, my man!
Soul Calibur needs representation, and it should.
I
be
can't
Voldo.
believe Polygon did a video on him somewhat recently.
Yes, and it was good.
And it was because I always loved Voldo as a kid.
Yes,
like doing the weird, the snake. I always
you
want to do the snake
he's
thing.
The fucking creep. He's amazing, and they should add him, but like they wouldn't. But they might because
Sin.
they have Bayonetta.
Odie make Odie write a letter to Nintendo about it. Fuck you, Sid. But also, you're right. Sorry,
I
didn't mean to cut you off so much. I didn't realize that you were gonna like be like
No, I mean,
it was more
that's
of like
pretty much it though. But they should add Voldo, and like I could get why they wouldn't because like he's questionable,
Capcom.
but not all of his outfits. Well, they have Capcom people.
Yeah.
I meant his like outfits.
Oh,
but not all of his outfits are super.
They literally have like because like Bayonetta's clothes are her hair.
Right.
That like when she does some of her attacks, like it's just covering stuff, but
only
like
those
it's
parts.
as close to nudity as you're gonna get.
Yeah. So like I think they could do it, and I think they should.
A part of me kind of want. I would love for them to put Sora in Smash from Kingdom Hearts. Because but like
he would make sense.
But like they'd have to get the licensing also for at the very least like Donald and Goofy, or they would have to do something where
like he could just stand by himself though, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could.
He would be better with them.
Yeah, or like if it was with Riku and Kairi, that would be really cool because they already have Final Fantasy characters like.
But what about Jiminy Cricket?
It's just Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, they're like we finally have representation from
you can
the Kingdom Hearts series,
like,
and it's just Jiminy
they could
Cricket.
do something where like they did with like Mithra and Pyra, where but they could do it with Sora and Roxas. That would be really cool. Two Keyblades. I don't know. Where's the gazebo? Where's the gazebo is the only thing I think about when I watch these. There's no gazebo.
That's fair. Gazebo's gone. That's on gone, baby.
It's Jin Heihachi's son.
Eric, no, please. What did I do? What did I do now, Sin?
Name one thing we've done bad.
What have I
ever
ever done
in the
bad?
history of time.
Hey,
Never.
Sin, I don't like coffee.
You don't like coffee. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind. I've started to appreciate coffee. It doesn't mean I like it.
I was gonna say you get Starbucks all the time.
I used to. Yeah, that was the younger me.
A month ago.
Yeah. Remember the podcast where I had my drink?
Did you actually only stop because that you can't find anywhere else with yeah?
They put up a sign at the one at the fries recently
That said, please go away.
Well, no, it's just they don't have caramel, and I'm like,
if they don't have caramel,
no, I don't care if they don't have caramel.
Right, but if they don't have caramel, then they probably don't have.
No. I see. The thing is, I think they still do have toffee nut syrup. I think and cinnamon dolce because those apparently aren't that big. I was going to, but I was running late, and I wasn't going to be even later. Like that would have been actual like I was only a few minutes late, and like it was just granted. 5-minute window, it's okay. It's fine. 15 minutes because I'm parked inside of Fry's.
Yeah. That
to get my drink, and I said, "Can you guys make it faster?" In my blazer.
So are you gonna go?
Yeah. Are you gonna go make my little drinky?
Oh, Sin doesn't like Voldo.
Sin doesn't like Voldo.
Sin
Why?
Finds Voldo scary.
Don't.
Is it because he so radically defies the expectations
of men, of masculinity?
Is that why you don't like that?
Well, no, he's also just kind of fucking terrifying.
Oh, yeah,
if
no,
someone could
really
slither
creepy
between your legs and slice you up, like.
No, I don't want that. He's just cool because he's weird.
Yeah, no, that was always
like he literally just like he will not stand
Brandon
still.
would play Nightmare.
He just does this.
Yeah, he's always like fluid. Like I feel like you could always like.
Brandon likes to play as that
Raphael.
other one too. What was his name? The big one who kind of looks like a superhero, black with like the red like suit thing. Fuck, what's his name? We always play Soul Calibur 2.
Soul Calibur 2 is the best one.
What was?
Because I really liked Voldo. Nightmare's good, but he's got the big sword.
Soul Calibur, Lizard Man. Fucking Lizard Man, dude. Where are the characters? Oh, we enjoy the comments. We hope you like that show. Can I get a fucking? His name's like not Spawn, but it's something like that.
Oh, Spawn is in it.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking Spawn.
Not Tupon.
No.
This guy.
Yeah, I guess I'm thinking him. Yeah, Spawn. Brandon plays as Spawn.
Yeah, Spawn's also like in Mortal Kombat. Apparently in Soul Calibur 5, Geralt is in it from The Witcher.
Wow.
But let me look up Soul Calibur 2.
I think they added Link to Soul Calibur 2 if you buy it on the GameCube.
Which is so odd that they had console exclusive ones.
Yeah. Well, that's like Nintendo's thing that they always do.
Yeah.
Like when they had Diablo 3, you can do, if you buy Diablo 3 on the Switch, you can do a transmog that makes you look like Ganondorf to the point where the helmet turns into his head. It's interesting. It's odd.
Huh. Yeah, there's a lot of characters.
Yes.
Like Nightmare was sick as fuck. He was the one with the big sword. He's heavy.
Yeah.
And then
my favorite is Voldo. I also liked that guy.
Yoshimitsu. Yoshimitsu's good. Ivy's really good too if you can use her chain whip. Lonk. And that's
Listen, man. I also like that one.
The Eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. Like a very Zero-esque character.
Yes.
Geralt was in Monster Hunter as well? No fucking way. We gotta play Monster Hunter Rise.
One of these days. I own it. Never installed
maybe
it.
That should be what we kick off Spooktober with, because it's monsters. It's a little less scary.
I mean, I'll do it.
Well, Spooktober. We're gonna spook my pants. I'm gonna shit myself.
I'm gonna shit my pants, Dad. I will say, 10 out of 10. When I tuned in very briefly on your stream last night, 10 out of 10 on like Weasel in the background with creepy lighting.
Where I had him like just off center, so it was like he was peeking in.
Very well done.
Well, Zuki kept, and I wouldn't notice it until I could like hear it fall, but Zuki is like jumping up and attacking him. Yeah, it was
fucking guy.
Because he hates it. Like
I don't.
We'll sit there.
Him.
He's very uncomfortable, and I'm like, I don't like him either. Chat did this, and Zuki's like,
you could have bought one of Harley or Rick Flag.
They want to get me King Shark.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, but Weasel is like for the meme, like it was a meme purchase.
Like, perfect. Like no. Like,
again, you know who you are, done. Anani Mouse.
It was done perfectly.
It was amazing, and it was every payoff it could have been, and it's now been just incorporated into my stream as like a rich people donation, not donation, but like redemption.
Yeah,
of bring them out, and then no one can afford to put them away. I could. I have infinite points.
Kenny can. Kenny has lots of points, doesn't he?
Oh, some people have like 30,000 points.
Yeah.
I think I just hit 10K on Kenny's stream.
Cool.
10K points.
Oh, I guess I probably have a lot of points too.
Because I'll put it on.
Yeah, I always like lurking his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny's poops.
Does he have a command where I can call it his poop? When I can put some ass in the chat for his poop?
A command wagon?
Yeah.
What's a command wagon?
No, I said a command in the chat.
Oh, you said command wagon.
I did not. I said something that may have sounded like that.
Chat. I have someone here who can tell me the truth.
I mean, like, listen.
Punches harder? Are you guys fighting?
Why are y'all fighting?
What? Call me immortal again, and I'm a punch.
No.
Atlas and Overlord are fighting. Stop.
No.
If you want 5 more minutes in the ring, donate
$5.
Like I will endorse any fight. We look like not Joe Rogan, but like the energy of like announcers at like a thing. And in this round, oh shit! And you got to know that his Kobayashi kick is something to be feared because I have Honda Supremed
with a KD spread of 0.75. That's
which is weird because this is real life fighting, and he's legally died 3 times already. And like they keep
it back. You can't keep a good man down.
You're right, but like who's footing the bill? It looks like he needs a lot of money to win off of this game. And his opponent, Logan Paul.
God.
Although apparently that's like they've been making a lot of money doing all that, which makes sense.
Well, of course.
It's like just do it because you'll make $50 million.
I mean, why wouldn't they?
At that point,
I don't like them, but I don't blame them.
That's so insane.
Can't. Like, how could it?
Dude, I get $100 and I'm like, money's meaningless now.
They're that scene in Entourage. To tie it back.
To bring it back.
When she's like...
Bring it back now, y'all.
When she's like, it's $1.4 million. And he goes, yeah, as long as it comes in a pretty box, and hands her the card.
Mm-hmm. Because Sloane's pregnant. Well, and we have bigger things to worry about.
Sloane's pregnant. Well, that was because that was when he just outed it. Yeah.
Oh, that was the whole thing, is like to the dad, which like, why was he on the phone with the dad in the first place?
Because he was trying to make it so that because
they're all doing their best to
get E with Sloane.
Oh, okay.
By working through it in every way except asking them to just talk about their problems.
You could go just talk to Sloane, and it's like, nah.
Let's talk to the dad.
Who? I'm sure.
Who's played by the guy who played.
I'm sure there's 8 seasons of reasons for us to understand why it needs
Star
to be
Trek
that
Generations.
Way. Yeah. Oh, he looks like an actor.
Yes, he apparently hated working on Star Trek Generations, not because he hated doing it. The actual act of it was good, but then like the movie was not particularly well received, so then he was very upset about that.
Like he felt like it should have performed better.
Yeah, which to be fair, not a great movie.
Yeah.
But it's
you can only do so much about it.
He did great. He did great acting in it.
What are you guys up to? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing in chat?
Apparently fighting.
Yeah. We don't really have like an end time for this stream. Like the end time is like 2:30 in terms of like if it goes on that long.
Yeah.
But
it's already been 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying we need to wrap up this very moment by any means. I just figured people probably also were kind of wondering, like, we're just having fun hanging out. Like it is. We were both kind of racking our brains, like, how do we set this up, a live stream version of the podcast where it is just us talking? Because exactly what happened where probably won't talk for the beginning, but it's like, let's get that all out of the way, and then we can kind of like bullshit freeform.
Well, and just like try the podcast where like we'll read a question and then we just like completely lose track and we
ask for questions and ignore the that came in. In this case, you guys are allowed to repeat your question and it won't be flagged as spam.
Yes.
Unless it's
just don't literally spam.
Yeah.
Because that'd be bad. We don't dab for spam around here.
I could flick you off the earth.
Yeah?
That's a fucking mood.
I am my fridge again.
The chaotic energy.
I've never not been my fridge.
I had to restart my stream 30 minutes in.
Did you talk about your stream?
I did.
Yeah.
And Porky was right. There's a difference between random and chaotic, and chaotic ultimately is better.
Yeah.
And turns out I was just boomer Odie mad that when I was growing up, if you were called random, it was an insult. There was a point where it wasn't.
First growing up, it wasn't.
No, but I had to live through that.
Yes, that transition.
Where, like, yeah, like even just this last week, you were like, you're so random. Like, as obviously like a callback drag, I do it to you too.
Yes.
But like chaotic, I'm just mad because it's way cooler of a fucking word, and it doesn't mean I can't use it. But like, I just wanted these Gen Z kids to know that while they're fidget spidging their way out of church, that they're not, you know, using the right word. Like, you need to take your humiliation and bullying. You know, use a dumb word.
Right.
Like, you make fun of us for our HarryPottermore.com bullshit as millennials.
Yeah.
But you're out here too scared to use the word random because you know what it means. So you got to go chaotic. And really, I didn't have anything to be mad about. So then I said, be right back, playing elevator music, came back with a drink, and pretended like I had just started stream. It was very mature of me.
Sin, my favorite coffee flavor is not.
Oh, did you still want to get a tattoo sleeve designed? Yes. Although I'm actually thinking when I do get a tattoo, which will be soon-ish, as in like before the end of the year, I do want to get the Windrunner symbol right here and like build a sleeve around that. Because I was like, having a one dedicated theme is going to be tough for me versus just like doing other stuff. I reached out to Hunter, Alyssa's husband.
Oh.
Or
is
not husband,
like,
they're not married, but
like
he's a tattoo artist.
Full-time now?
Mm-hmm. And like there was
he was like
something,
apprenticing.
Yeah, he was apprenticing, and he's now like a manager at his tattoo shop.
Good for him.
And so, but like I DM'd him on Facebook, and he never got back to me, and I'm like, cool, because I was like, I'd rather go through you because like I know you,
right?
Not to look for discounts or anything. I was like, hey, how much would it be for like a piece of this? But
yes,
you know,
nut.
Can you design it? You can certainly submit your ideas to the Discord. Yes. Because it goes on my body.
Amazon wish list.
What? I'm not pretty enough to have an Amazon wish list that I post.
We're not Instagram girls.
I could be. Shit, fuck. I'll go make one right now.
But like, what would we wish for? Not wish. Wish. I mean, it's called a wish list.
Do you have everything?
What do you wish for? Well, like, what do you put on a wish list? This is the same thing that I run into where like my parents yell at me because they're like, anything you want, you buy. I'm like, yeah, because anything that's more expensive than I'm willing to buy, I'm not going to ask you to buy me because that's stupid.
Yeah, but people want to.
Which I appreciate.
But I don't want them to.
I just want a donation. Yeah. And then I'll buy what I want. Because in this moment, I don't know what I want. I'm not just going to go on Amazon and like go scrolling.
I'm really full. You don't need to do all of this. I'm not hungry for boohoo fish.
Boohoo.
I have a mercury allergy.
Oh, I can't have that much.
But you're serving this up. It's deep fried.
This is too much omega-3.
Omega me, honey.
Yes.
You don't believe in the existence of Gen Z. Oh.
What's the Cosmere symbol?
Wait, try to go small with your first tat. I have 3 tattoos.
Is the Cosmere symbol something from the same thing?
I don't know if it's the Cosmere symbol, but it's the Windrunners. It's from the Cosmere is the overarching part. The series in it is still
because I said Windrunner symbol. The Cosmere symbol is pretty too.
Oh yeah. I'll have to take a look at the Cosmere symbol. I don't know what it is, but yes.
Yeah.
In this moment, I don't know what I want. You're an icon.
A legend, a star. I have a point.
Oh, okay.
It's the Wendy Williams thing. She has a point.
Oh,
she's an icon. She's a legend, and she is the moment.
Oh,
come on now.
Where she's like gassing herself up and then tears somebody down in the immediate next line, like because it's not about her, but she's got to make a point to talk about herself.
Oh yeah, well she's Wendy Williams.
She looks like one of the Muppets.
Yes, she does.
And I hate to say it.
Listen,
no, I don't. Wendy Williams is a terrible. Like she's kind of garbage.
She's an awful person.
I've seen a Gus Johnson video,
but her meme, like the memes that result from her, are incredible. But she's fucking trash.
Take her out.
Get rid of it.
Okay. Odie has tats because object permanence. Yeah, I can show them if you guys want. Not the one. The one on my calf's just really hard to show, and my ankle.
Yes.
So you guys just
so
the arm.
2 of them.
Yeah.
2 of the 3. I don't think that's the way to take a suit off.
What?
Why did you take it off like that?
What? I'm sitting down.
Why'd you take it off over
That's
your
how I
head?
put it on.
Yeah.
So it just
That's not how you have to put it on either.
How? What? I'm sorry. I can't afford people to put it on for me.
One arm at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's just showing me tattoo.
Yeah. Here I have this right here.
Flanks for him.
It says turtle. It says Sloan.
Oh. It says
Maktub, which means it's written. And then I have the homunculus symbol from Full Metal Alchemist on my calf. And I have the VFDI that Count Olaf has in the series of unfortunate events above my left ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bitch. Is. Now my jacket. It wasn't meant to come off that way.
Perhaps.
Not that I would know.
Yeah.
So let's talk about stocks.
I'd love to.
The sponsor of today's stream
Stonks.
is Stonk. It's Come Rocket Stocks.
Fuck yeah.
Crypto. Come Rocket apparently doing. I don't know.
I don't know anything about crypto.
They're all scams, is what it really feels like. Let's just make something that we can make money.
You know what we should do?
Make a hype coin?
No. We should have an episode where like we hype it up. Like we're gonna have an episode where we talk about crypto, and then we literally just have Brandon and Katz come and talk about crypto.
Like we're not even on the episode.
We're not there, and we don't acknowledge that it's not us because like I don't know anything about it.
Do we edit? There's a small break for a second where you and I go, should we do the intro?
Yes.
So as if like that's like a canned part of it.
Yes.
Even better if we did take from 2 previous episodes, one of you and then one of me, like, and so it's clearly not the same file. Like it's not even real. Like, oh, it'd be good.
Yeah.
Are we on round 5?
Y'all still fighting?
Oh, you guys are fighting? Take it off the Odie way. Thank you. I was gonna say, so Smitty the Scribbler commented what I was originally thought you were gonna say, which was talking about Superman's dog Crypto. Which would have been really funny.
I feel that in modern interpretations of him, Crypto is shockingly lacking.
A little bit. He's pretty cool in Titans because like he's a dog.
Yeah, that is how that works.
What was this? A cryptid stream. What's a cryptid? That's the like folklore stuff, right?
Yeah, like
I do like a lot of that.
Bigfoot's a cryptid.
No, he's a person.
Well,
he has.
They
rights.
refer to him as a cryptid. I refer to him as
they
husband.
They.
Yeah, they. Could be anyone.
Baby Miracle messaged me saying, you mentioned Harry Potter on the stream. This was 4 minutes ago. So I figured you would appreciate this.
Also on the stream.
And it's Harry Potter versus Halo official ending.
What?
I'm so curious. I just got to know how long it is. Oh, it's 30 seconds.
Is this going to go to like the Halo 4 ending?
Maybe. I've never played Halo. I did play Halo 4.
I don't think you played the ending though.
Probably not.
That was good. That was pretty good.
God, you remember how in the last podcast I said there's this video I got to show you, and then I never did.
You say that a lot, and you never show me the video.
No, I never showed you the video, but I do have it. It's pretty great. I need to pull it up now so that I can remember it.
Yeah.
Is you energy.
I mean, that's a vibe.
It's a fucking move.
That's a damn vibe.
I'm out here saying, "Hey guys, look at this video." Fucking stream.
Oh my god.
I am a boomer.
I love that fuck. It's like an Animal Crossing song where it's no one's around to help. You seen that? It's good.
Jamie, pull that shit up.
It's like a little vaporwavy song where like I guess there was some message that would come up if like you were playing Animal Crossing I don't know, like on whatever it came out on 3DS or something, one of the mobile ones, where it's like there was like a friend option where it's like nearby, like how it does like the nearby stuff. But if there was no one around and you were like trying to do like a task or whatever, it would come with a little message that like no one's around to help, which is like kind of ominous
a little bit. Yeah.
But so then they like took that message, but they put like this little like dancing thing, and it's like
no one's around to help.
Yeah, it's good.
I love that for you. Yes. What's happening? What's happening, Crystal?
Happening?
We mentioned the Anka video when he said Animal Crossing.
I don't know what
Anka there's is. Like apparently this whole thing where they're like there's like a song playing and people do stuff with their hips on TikTok. I don't know.
They're always dancing on TikTok. They've been doing that since it was Musical.ly.
You goddamn right. Back when Rick and Morty.
Remember where you came from.
Remember your past. Prepare for
because we all do.
I remember. What is this? Magic the Gathering.
Dun, 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 dun. I can't tell you about Operation Raccoon yet. That has to be on an official episode. Not that it's that amazing of a story, but still, you gotta wait.
I can't get over that the alert that I just got from Magic, because I have Magic Arena on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Is just become what you fear. Moon emoji. The new card set is live now. Play today, because like I don't know. There's some new set that I think is like spooky themed. It's like Innistrad shit, from what I remember. But. Yeah. Regardless, it's like conquer your fear.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to. I never have.
I'm glad it got to you soon. I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, Operation Raccoon is absolutely podcast energy. Not
it is.
Not streamcast energy. Unfortunately. Anything else though you guys want to know about? We'll say it.
Yeah.
Won't answer it, but
no. But you're welcome to ask it, and we'll say it.
Oh, are you gonna make the raccoon shifters, Eric?
I'm not going to make raccoon shifters a thing.
Werewolves and cults, hooray for Magic Gathering. I know. Ooh, it's going to be werewolves? That'll be cool.
Werewolves.
There's some really cool werewolf stuff last time they were in Innistrad, from what I remember. I don't follow every block, but they come out with a lot of blocks, which, like, if you play paper Magic,
same people who did.
It's expensive. Yeah, Wizards of the Coast.
D&D, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they own it now. Thing is a Rule 34 of a character. What? The Animal Crossing thing? Wait, is porn?
What is?
Apparently the hip thing.
Oh.
That explains why it's on TikTok.
Oh. I just like my little no one's around to help song.
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh. Isn't the new D&D Magic crossover stuff out? Yeah. I mean, they've done like stuff in D&D. Like they've come out with some books that were Magic the Gathering, like crossover. Like that's where the Spore Druid came out into.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, it came out first in that book, and then it came out in another book as well. That was like more canon, if that makes sense. Like it's still just another source book, but this one wasn't tied to a crossover. But then they put a D&D set in Magic the Gathering. So like you could have a card that says like explore the dungeon, and like it's Dungeon of the Mad Mage. It's Lost Mines of Phandelver and all that shit, where like doing things into certain rooms gets you things. Bye, Jones. Great seeing you. Thanks, everybody.
We should play Town of Salem.
Town of Salem.
Can we play Town of Salem together, but like where we're just playing one person and we just keep insisting we're mad?
Yes.
Because that's fun. I don't like playing it. I like backseat
it's
playing
fun.
it.
Yeah. Like I like
group playing it.
My only problem with Amogus is that even if it's tactically better to wait to do some of your tasks so that you have a way to like save yourself, is I get all my tasks done. I'm a busy little worker bee.
Right.
And then if I get eaten, which bullshit, but fair, I'm a ghost who got nothing to do.
Yeah.
And what am I supposed to do? Leave the game, leave everyone else that's in there, and go,
yes.
I'll go find a new one. I'll start my own.
That's the vibe.
I can't do that. Eric has arms.
I do, in fact, have arms. Contrary to the unpopular
You have
belief.
Above the average amount of arms.
Yes. That's true.
Yeah. It's a weird fact.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Never thought about it like that.
Kind of trying to lock them in a room together. My brother's friend, both are like 10-ish, is kind of flirting with him, was trying to lock them in a room together. I think she hates me, but I have to watch that. Oh. Concern.
Best of luck.
Task of priority, then it's boredom. Exactly. Yeah.
And then you just kill people, right?
Yeah, I
see
will.
a coworker,
Which I'm glad you knew what I meant, because
Yeah.
like, I realized, because I have that clip on my TikTok, and I'm like,
it's a great clip.
I know what
It's just
I was
great
trying to
story.
say, which is just, it's when you're playing hooky and you see your coworker, but it just, when you see your coworker, because it was just so. And then immediately after, we decided to all just go and like, if someone's like watching
Just
something,
fucking just kill the next one. It was so
killing no
good.
problem.
I didn't know that, like, which totally makes sense. I didn't know there was like a cool off for killing.
Mhm.
So I was just like, yeah, just fucking kill everybody. So like, it was great because you guys killed like, you killed one person, but then I was like, oh, but now you can't kill anybody else.
Yeah, but like but for like 30 seconds, which means,
Yeah.
and then I'm immediately like standing over like a vent, and it's like clearly Odie, you did this. Oh, yeah. Tasks are priority. That is the case.
That song stuck in my head.
Are you tired?
No.
You better not be sleepy. This is the 500K sub special.
Yeah, we're staying on until we get 500K subs.
Please tell your friends. I have D&D at 3.
Anyone.
Please.
Everyone.
Call my mom. Tell her I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
This show was just so fucking...
It
was the movie.
I really went on a whole journey, and I didn't like where I landed.
We shouldn't have watched the movie. In hindsight,
No,
I would
we
say,
shouldn't have.
if you want to just
never
watch,
known there was a movie.
that's the problem.
Because knowing that there is one, I couldn't have not at least read up on what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know I would have. So like,
Yeah.
there was no escaping it once I knew the movie existed. I wish they hadn't made it.
Yeah.
I bet they probably wish that too, because it probably didn't make them much money.
No, they spent 39 million or 36 million, and worldwide grossed 46. But like in the United States, they didn't make their money back.
Yeah.
Like, it was only because they also had international stuff. But like,
Yeah.
it didn't even feel like there was no like. I was trying to think of like, obviously like the hero's journey of like normal storytelling. But I'm like, there isn't a hero in this.
No.
I'm like, it's just a long episode. But even then, it didn't feel like an episode.
Right.
It felt like it didn't start right. There was no like traction point, because it's like, time skip, we've already been filming the movie, it's going too long. It's like,
And
I
not a
needed
very,
something more substantial than that.
And there wasn't like a meaningful time skip or one that was like called out well. It was just sort of like, then someone was like, yeah, 8 months ago. And I'm like, okay, I guess we time skip.
No, it said 8 months
Did it?
later. Yeah.
Still,
565K subs. I know.
we're getting there.
Almost.
We're
It's because
on our
Eric
way.
put K on there. But
Yeah. I didn't mean to.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I wish I hadn't seen the movie.
No, it was not.
I was much happier after having just seen the show.
I mean, man, monkey brain was like boobs, and I'm like, as soon as I saw topless women in the boat scene, which is really the only part you see any boobs, aside from when Haley Joel Osment, which I can't see Haley Joel Osment,
As anything other than Haley Joel Osment.
although he is the voice of Sora,
Yeah.
so that's cool. But like, no, it's always just him. Like when he was in he's in The Boys.
I didn't think he was going to during like the intro when like it's showing all like the names on the marquees and stuff as they're driving past, and then like pretty early into it then says like, and Haley Joel Osment and Ronda Rousey, and I was like, oh, like, so they're going to be like parts of
And
this
they're
movie?
part of it.
And then they were, because I'm like, I'm sure there's going to be cameos, and there was.
Yeah.
But I was like, but they got like intro billings, like, oh, they're going to like matter. And then they did.
And I would argue that like
Haley Joel Osment mattered a lot more than
Ronda was way more fun. Like that whole part of it, like
Yes.
it wasn't like the plot point, but it also wasn't like unrealistic at the same time.
Right. She was just sort of Turtle's subplot. Well,
She had a lot of
than
star
he did.
power in 2014 when they filmed it.
Yes.
Like absolutely, like makes sense. And it's like, Turtle's on the up and up here.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, he isn't. And like the fact that then he listens to drama when he goes to meet up with her, thinking she would never fuck a guy like you.
Yeah.
You gotta like, she's going there for business. So he decides to start talking business because he's like doubting himself. And she's like, what the fuck? I thought this was a date. Any guy shorter than me. No, it was any guy under 200 pounds.
250 pounds.
250 pounds,
Too scared to date her.
But like, I also feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how much of that, like, she genuinely felt that she has issues with that.
It was one of those things where it's like, I understand that, like, my immediate thought is like, oh my God, of course that's trite. That like they wrote her character, the characterized version of herself. That like, she has to be all, like I'm the type, like, no, like, guys want to, like, date her or whatever. And then so I was like, oh, that's God, like, I hate that they like went that trite way. And then I'm like, well, that probably though is like her actual like
like
experience, is the unfortunate truth that she probably has had to deal with that. So I was like, oh yeah, no.
Well, and if you think of too, like, the type of guys, I mean, to be super judgmental here, like, but for the sake of understanding,
would run into.
Well, the kind of guys that you would run into, like, in like MMA world, it's very high octane masculinity shit, where it would be a bit weird.
Yeah.
Whereas like my boy James, the one with the kid, the eviction, he found out he had a kid when she was like 13.
Oh.
Yeah. Like recently, a couple years ago.
Got it.
Okay. This is the guy I got evicted from, but he used to work at he's a world class grappler and shit. Mm-hmm. Like he's fucking jaked as fuck, dude. I need him to train me to fight, so I can win against the ants in your pool. Yeah. But like, he was always like, no. Like, I think he dated Lindsay for a while, for a few years, but like she was pretty fucking buff, and he was like, oh yeah. He's like, because we could fight. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, we like blood. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, you guys have some of the weirdest shit. But she introduced me to Bones. Uh-huh. So
as a concept.
Cool. No. The show Bones.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love Bones.
Okay. I didn't say you didn't. Let's start there.
I enjoy Bones. It's a great show.
Okay.
And I feel like this is all a workaround for you to make fun of me for enjoying the show Bones that you know nothing about.
I'm not going to make fun of you for watching a show
That's
I don't
not
know
true.
anything about.
The fictionalized version of you in my head has already been making fun
Ronda
of me.
Rousey in your head.
Ronda Rousey is in there punching the shit out of my thoughts. Am I going to watch Shang-Chi? Maybe. It's scrolled up. I can't see it. It's gone.
Yeah. Double chat froze. Chat froze.
Every time I fucking lose my mind when you do this. When you're like, what was it? Odie maintain low tones.
Yeah.
What am I getting too like worked up? I'm getting like higher pitched.
I don't know.
I feel David or Aurora Borealis. It is David. I forget the actor's name. The one that plays.
Yeah. The big one.
Booth in Bones.
Oh. Booth and Bones?
No.
Good old Booth and Bones?
It is Booth and Bones.
And they buddy cops?
No, they're not. But well, kind of weirdly. She's a forensic.
And he's
a
forensic,
cop,
right? Yeah.
I told you not to make fun of Bones.
I'm not. I'm making fun of the fact that we literally just said the exact same sentence, but reversed, but at the same exact time. She's a forensic. He's a cop, but she's
yeah. And they have a kid at one point. And Sweets. Because they get together.
Oh.
Yeah, Sweets was the best character in the show.
Is that like early in the show?
No. They have to work together before they get together.
She works hard for the money.
Bones. And they call her Bones. Like Booth calls her Bones because she's the bone lady.
Bone lady.
She's the lady with the bones. They call her Bones because she's the bone lady.
Okay. Yeah, Angel from Buffy. That's him.
Angel from Buffy. Oh, it is?
Yeah, right?
Booth and Bones. I never watched Buffy.
I never watched it either.
I've seen clips.
Yeah.
I've heard Charmed.
I've heard almost nothing but very good things, but I've never watched it. I don't watch shows.
I never watched it. I just was asking if you knew it.
What, Buffy?
No, Charmed.
Oh, no, I never watched that. What's that? Isn't that magic?
It's a magic show.
Isn't it like the magic, lady magic show?
This periods or something?
No, it's about 3 ladies with magic.
No, Sabrina the Teenage Witch is what you're thinking of.
That's 3 other ladies. I think Charmed is lady magic, right?
I'm sure they let women practice magic on Charmed. I'm sure of it.
He was on Charmed.
He was on Charmed. And Supernatural.
He was on Supernatural.
Isn't Supernatural?
Oh, no. They're saying they were a fan of Charmed and Supernatural.
Oh.
David Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis.
What about 3 witches? Yeah, Lady Magic.
Lady Magic. He's an anti-media boy.
3 sisters that were witches, as opposed to Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which was, I believe, Sabrina and her. They were 2 aunts, right?
Yeah, she was. Did you know that Sabrina the Teenage Witch is from Archie Comics?
Yes, actually,
she's the Greendale Witch.
Yeah. I did know that. I did not know that until fairly recently, but I knew that.
We should watch Riverdale.
Can we watch just the first and last episode?
I'm a weirdo.
I don't fit in.
and I don't want to fit in the podcast world.
Have you seen this beanie? Or whatever he says?
Have you seen this fucking jacket? Have you ever seen me without this fucking jacket on? Except every other episode.
Oh, I'm thinking about Practical Magic. Is that another show about
Michael Grandinetti?
Ladies who perform magic?
No, Baby Miracle, get out of here, saying he was in Kingdom Hearts too.
Three sisters that are witches, Hocus Pocus. I was not talking about that, but
No.
Hocus Pocus is amazing. Spooky time.
I don't really care for it.
That's okay.
I didn't get the hype. Tyler was into it.
I like it. It's nostalgia.
Halloween Town though.
I didn't like that.
See, Halloween Town is a shitty movie.
Yeah.
And like it is a very clearly a kids movie, but like it's Halloween Town, baby.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a whole world where it's Halloween
all the time.
I find it very funny that in Kingdom Hearts, where it's all about going to like the spirits, like the essence of like these other worlds, that there is also a microcosm of when you go to Halloween Town that also has parallel universes inside of it as well, with like Christmas Town and whatnot. Because in Kingdom Hearts 2, you could actually, while you're in Halloween Town, you have to go at one point and go to like Jack is gonna help Santa out, and there's Heartless, and you gotta go do all that, and so like you're in a world.
Halloween Town.
Yeah. What are you saying? Don't come at me for?
No, he's in the same jacket. The lighting is just different now, so you can see that it's blue.
Yeah. People thinking I changed. Is that whole thing was me switching a jacket and we weren't going to talk about it? I don't think so.
Practical Magic was two sisters and two aunts and a family curse and a resurrected dead guy. We got a lot of lady magic.
Yo. What? Can we make a t-shirt that just says Lady Magic? We could. We've been talking about making a merch store for the podcast with the updated logo that you made.
Yes.
Yeah. It'd be fun. Maybe if something people are interested. I mean, regardless, I'm interested because I would want a Hewll podcast hoodie.
Oh yeah.
And I wear the same one and I don't wash it every stream. Not stream, the
it's a hoodie. You don't have to wash those. Not often.
Yeah.
Unless you get
There's a certain amount of mustard you can spill on it before
gross in it.
Well, baby, I'm not taking it off.
Well, the hoodie stays on.
The hoodie stays on.
And the hood stays on.
Okay, Josh.
Oh my god. Halloween Town. It was never really my not my go-to.
No. Mm-hmm. Yes, every stream mode, of course.
Yeah, we really just traded lighting.
We really did. This is weird. Well, this is like when I wore the hat last stream and you were like, why are you so dark? And we were sitting there trying to figure it out. It's like
the brim.
Hat
will do that.
It did. It really did. I gotta remember to like look at the camera.
Went off.
Because I'm like, chat, I see you. I see
Chat's
you.
there.
Hanging out.
Right there.
Chat being dudes.
Bean?
Did you see all the shit about Bean Dad?
Yes.
Okay.
That was a long time ago.
I don't leave my house much.
Yeah.
I watched a
did
video.
New stuff happen?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just the whole Bean Dad story. I love it.
Did you watch? Did you watch Izzy's video?
That's why I thought about it recently because I remember when it happened.
See, I didn't know about it when it happened. Mm-hmm. I only found out about it from the Izzy video.
And like, I will say, like, it was very funny to like, on surface value, like this is fucking hysterical. Yeah. I get it. I understand why Bean Dad did what he did. And I hope to God it was all embellishment.
And I'm sure it was. He seems like someone who would embellish in that way.
But like, it also sounds like you left your kid hungry and like didn't help them. Like, I understand like you just got to feed them to the wolves, they'll figure it out. But like, okay, you could help a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the type of person where I'm like, I need you to show me how to do it. Like, you show me how to do it so that I have a frame of it, and then walk me through how to do it, and then let me go off on my own. Because like, I need to make sure like everything's sticking.
Like, there's literally nothing wrong with like showing someone how to do something. Like, there's a whole like, you know, like, don't do it for them, but show them how to do it so then they can do it. And show them once and you're good.
And I remember as a kid, I think my dad had to show me how to use a can opener because
how would you know otherwise?
No, the can opener,
I can't think of,
is an atrocity of a tool that does not look like it does what it does.
It's not the can opener's fault. It's the can's fault.
No, it's the can opener's fault.
No, it's the can's fault. The way that they're constructed.
It should have been a pull top. That's the thing. Why can't they make pull top?
They do now. Now everything's like pull top.
Yeah, because it's like get yourself an electric can opener.
No.
Or just stop buying canned food, Grandma.
Some people need to can food.
But yeah, I have a can of green beans that I've been thinking about.
Yeah, just thinking about it.
I haven't been in the mood.
Haunts your nightmares.
No, because if I open it, I'm going to eat a whole can of green beans.
A whole can of green beans.
But I haven't like had a meal that I wanted to make and use green beans with. But I'm like, one of these days I'm going to want a snack and I'm just going to eat a can of green beans.
That's fair.
But then I'll be healthy.
Sometimes as a kid and everything, I would just be like, I'm just going to eat an entire can of corn. Just because.
Crazy.
Just put it in a bowl, heat it up in the microwave, and then eat a bowl of corn.
Oh, you would eat it warm. You don't eat it straight out of the can?
No. What am I, a hobo?
Look at you. Your family can afford heat.
A microwave.
That's where I put it. I put it in the microwave.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You mean you don't just pop out of the womb having a sea of endless worldly knowledge at your disposal? Mood.
Sin's gonna go get pierced.
Wait, Sin's getting what pierced? It's definitely the can's fault? Doubtful, Ori. Doubtful.
Hell yeah.
See, I don't agree with that. I think it's the tool that's wrong.
I think it's...
Then how should the can be to
different.
better influence? I think the can,
how should the handle, how should the can opener be?
It should... I didn't invent it. It's not my problem to fix.
You're right.
I'm pointing out that there's a flaw. So why are you talking
about it?
Because I can still recognize that there's a flaw as a user of this.
Yeah.
That they probably should have put this, you know, when they did their beta testing, they should have done a wider berth.
They should have just had a pull top.
Or, yeah.
Or just don't put stuff in cans.
If you want it back, don't put it in a can.
Jars.
Masonry.
Bricks.
Checks. It had an X.
Balances.
Law.
Order.
Pizza.
Hut.
Slut.
But.
Where?
Under.
I'm on ass patrol.
I got a 6-pack. One of them looks like Kristen.
I kind of want a shirt that says I'm on ass patrol.
It's not bad.
I'll wear it to Mickey D's. Well, I'm loud.
Well, the other guys are just feeding you lines.
I'm on ass patrol. To have that much cojones. I was going to use chutzpah, but I wanted to use a different word because I knew you'd clock me on it. To have the cojones to just be like, yeah, like, no. Like,
I'm on ass patrol.
It kind of feels like Turtle is like, I'm a slime ball. I'm like, yeah, I know. I get it done.
But I'll show you where Vince eats breakfast.
And I love the fact that they're all from New York.
Yes.
And they're all wearing New York stuff. But we're not allowed to go back to New York.
No.
And it's like, I'm going back to New York. And it's like, no, you're not.
No,
you better not be wasting my time as I'm packing up from job.
Yeah.
Which I don't.
And suddenly they had an office that Eric was in, moving things strangely from one to the other.
The quiet was loud. What are you guys talking about? Oh, bye, Overlord. Thanks for coming.
Goodbye.
When did it turn into a word association game? Have you watched the podcast?
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you.
Like this isn't like, it's quite literally like when we're not like playing a game like on like a stream like this is how we hang out.
If you think this isn't just what it's like,
there's actually a lack of like videos and like giggling going on, which that would be fun maybe to do. Like you could do like a media share thing. Like if we were to actually set up like a joint PayPal sort of fucking whatever, something for this where like you can do a media share so that like it's like you could set it to like something like $2 or whatever, some bullshit like that. I don't even think you have to do donations. That'd be even better. But it's like where people could like do whatever to have like a video play.
Oh.
So it's like y'all want us to like react to shit, and it's like,
but what if it's a bad video?
I'm sure there's moderator options. We'd have to have someone like checking it and making sure that like, you know, we're not watching something terrible.
Something up on the screen.
Yeah. We're not going to take it back now, y'all.
2 apps this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, media share. People love it. The one person who said something, they love it. And that's enough.
There you go.
For me. The risk. There is a misc. There's a risk. We're dressed up for today, Macaron. It's the Entourage podcast, baby. This is Hollywood.
We made it.
He's wearing shorts.
I am.
I did not wear jorts.
No.
Jorts are not a podcast energy.
No. Different spaces.
For different faces. Was that it? Was that the word?
You got it. Yeah.
I'm going to make it. Not far, but I'm going to make it.
You're going to get through this.
Yeah. Would you link the Hell Yeah merch in the descriptions here, or will it stay on Odie's Twitch? Oh, that's right. I guess because there is like the Hell Yeah, like the actual Hell Yeah that the logo Ori made for me for the emotes in the merch store. Like that's just on like my merch store because that's where it started.
Yeah.
Because then when we decided to rename the podcast to Hell Yeah Podcast, it just helped that we essentially already had like the writing up there. Yeah. But if I have to read, why does it have 3 L's? One more time, because like
it's engagement. You can't get mad.
No, I know. I'm not mad. I'm mad because I'm like, no, I know. I'm aware of it, and I understand that you need to let me know, chat, and that's fair.
Bison.
Deservable bison. But at the same time, I'm like, I know. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I have sinned.
I know.
Hopefully, you can have a podcast with your cousin. Do it. What's stopping you?
Try it.
You won't. But I hope you do.
Hopefully you will.
Yeah.
Or not. It's your life. I don't care.
I'm not your boss.
But if it's something you want to do, you should try it.
Yeah. I mean, literally, we started... We had our one drunk podcast that we tried to do when we thought we could really do it. And, like, you're right. All we did was talk about the fucking cabin, still makes no sense. And, like...
We talked about something that was referential to about 6 people.
And we didn't even talk about specific things where like, okay, it's going to take about 10 minutes for me to set up all of this, but the payoff's going to be good. No, it was just
there are stories from the cabin that we could tell at this point that like would be funny. You don't need to know everything, but like that was not what was happening at that time.
We were also just a lot better about like figuring out what what is the punchline to this, so to speak. Like the big hitter.
Why are we talking about this?
In every situation, you need to ask yourself, what's the big cheese?
Yeah.
What's my gazebo? The location of it? Gone. And you could have told me at any point in that podcast that your gazebo was gone.
Right.
And you didn't until the moment you did.
You got to wait.
You didn't tell me until you told me.
You got to bury the lead.
Exactly. The leads are weak.
Your leads are fucking weak.
I
don't know what that's a reference to.
So it's in a NoFX song, but it's sampled from the movie Glengarry Glen Ross, which is the company that I used to work at was Glengarry Leeds. Yeah, and so there's Alec Baldwin's in it, and he's only in it in this beginning scene where he's like, it's always be closing, and like because the whole thing is that like they need to sell these leads, like, and these Glengarry leads are considered like the hot leads. Like these are people that want to buy, but you don't get them if you're not like a top earner. And it's like I don't know what the rest of the movie's about. But the whole thing is that like someone goes, well, like the leads are weak, and Alec Baldwin goes, the leads are weak. The fucking leads are weak. You're weak. And then NoFX's song goes, yeah, just like that.
Just like that.
So yeah. Oh, bye, Lena. Where's the gazebo? Where's the gazebo? We could also get shirts with the new hype logo. I feel like that would look good. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, both. I like the Hell Yeah like podcast in the hype.
Yeah.
It's like a little like lapel sort of thing.
Yeah.
Wolfie was making merch. I'll show you.
Did it just say I?
It says I, and then on the back it goes you, which is good.
Hell yeah.
Which is something that I personally enjoy.
You go, Wolfie.
I think he posted it. Was it in pictures or memes? I can never tell with these people. I think it was in memes.
Ori's heading out.
Oh, bye, Ori. Bye. Have a great day. Jen made this today about we're playing Fortnite. I'm gonna do a whole stream where it feels like I'm being like held at gunpoint. you.
It's just us things.
I love our little like tit for tat.
That repartee that we have.
I love the repartee. Where did he make these? Why did yesterday have to have like everyone in my Discord go off in the meme chat? I can't find things.
Why did y'all pick yesterday?
Or was it fan art?
Days to go this?
It might be fan art. Am I an idiot? Was it fan art? No.
A charcuterie
I swear to
board
God,
of
I saw
machine
this.
twists.
I saw this at some point. Where is it?
Where's the meme? Where's the meme?
I need assistance. It wasn't in Gen Chat. Was it in hype discussion? No, it wasn't in hype discussion. I swear to God. I'm going to find this because I'm going to lose my mind.
I believe you. I believe in you. Set up a Nerf gun. Mimble says set up a Nerf gun on a tripod and have it just enough in frame that it looks like Fading is pointing it at you.
Oh.
That's funny. That's a ha ha ha. Oh, my sister texted me.
Choices. I need to find this fucking thing.
Baby Miracle says they think it was pictures.
Okay. Because I need to show it to
you. Yeah, everyone's saying pictures.
Everyone's saying it's in pictures.
Megan, Mimble, Macron.
Did I not just like scroll up enough? I must not have. I didn't want to scroll this far up. I'm lazy.
I don't know.
Let's gushes, baby. Oh, here it is.
Iden. No.
So we had the I hoodie.
Yes. It's good.
They see it.
Y'all seen it.
They didn't see it.
Go to the Discord.
And then you with the Wolfie Co and X-Rex.
Yes.
Which I took as an insult. And I was offended by it. Anyway, I start blasting. Good thing I had my piece on me.
Yes. Packing heat.
What was the T-Man's Tingles?
Oh, fuck. What was it?
What was his name? I love it so much. Like, I just love his name that he has. It's such a good one.
It was like, I think it was T-Man.
I think it was pictures? Yeah, it was. Turns out y'all were right. Stuff in frame that looks like Fading is pointing. I don't own I do have a Nerf gun. I have my modified Nerf pistol.
Yeah.
Guys' parents are on their phones. We're out here like this, like it was a meme.
Let me see that.
You got that, May? Oh yeah, we were simping for Mr. Clean. Because I was not. Well, so Wolfie turns out with the Me 6 bot. Wolfie is currently rank 1 in the Discord.
Oh, because he talks a lot.
Yeah, he's not saying much, but he's talking a lot.
This mouse moving, and I'm not hearing much.
Well, dethroned Sin. Sin was number 1.
Oof.
And then Wolfie was changing his name to like the King, number 1. And I'm like, I love the energy, but I'm like, you're flying real close. And I'm not doing another Icarus reference because clearly people don't get it, and I'm mad.
Reset him.
So I was like, I can give myself points and make myself number 1. But I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let him know that I'm coming for him. Because the very first line of The Way of Kings for Stormlight Archives is Seth's son Villano wore white on the day he was to assassinate a king.
Yes.
So I looked up an image, like a meme image of that, because I wore white on stream last night. This is all some like 4D chess game that I'm over here playing that no one realizes I'm doing.
Right.
And then I get mad that no one
recognizes.
Why didn't you realize I was doing this?
Why didn't you all understand the 4 steps that happened off screen that got me from A to B?
Why didn't I hand waved it off stream? Well, so I posted the meme, and apparently I didn't realize it before I like really posted it, but it was like a Mr. Clean commercial. So it's like he wore white on the day he was to assassinate a king, and it's like the hot ass Mr. Clean, and then everyone just started simping for Mr. Clean, and I'm like,
I mean,
I'm trying to send a threat, non-threatening, and it fails.
His name is T-Pops Tingles.
T-Pops Tingles. That's what it was. He did take some spots. Yeah. That's great. And Seth wore all white. Thank you, Indy. Did they know?
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know what? What's your favorite memories of... Wait, how long have we been doing the podcast for? When was our first episode?
We have been doing the podcast for...
Because it's been a few months now.
It's been a while.
We got 12 episodes out?
Yes. And now we have 11 out. Our very first
I've never watched it.
Was 3 months ago.
only 3 months ago?
It says 3 months, so that could be anywhere like approaching 4.
Because 4 months would have been May.
Yeah, we didn't do it till June, so it's been 3 months.
Yeah. June, July, August, and then we're now into September. Yeah, I guess it was June. I think it was the first week of June.
Yeah,
or something like
maybe
that.
like tail end of month, May. I don't know. We've been doing it for a while.
It's been hot and ready. It's come so far already. Are you hungry? Did you want to get lunch?
No.
Okay. Cool. I was busy anyway at 3, so
I was gonna say you're gonna have to go soon, regardless.
Oh yeah, like I have to pick up Mike at 3, and I still have to stop at my house for like 5 minutes.
If you want to shut this down and get food.
If you what?
If you want to like shut this down and get food.
You want to go to Red Robin? As a nice way, it begins how it ends.
Well, but we're not, yeah.
We could. Are you guys cool if we go get Red Robin? We'll leave the stream up, but like no one will be here. But actually, because like that would actually,
it would get you. I mean, we would drive separate, of course.
We would drive separate, and I would like as soon as we sit down, I order, and then like, granted, if I'm a few minutes late, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Well, it's Saturday though. Like it might be.
But then we gotta go.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just head over there first, like, and get the table. Do you know what you're gonna order?
Yeah.
Could you just tell me, and then I could just, if you're a few minutes behind me,
why would I be behind you though?
Because you always support me.
You're right.
There's only one set of footsteps, and that's because you're carrying me, not because you wanted to.
Through no joy of mine.
People calling you little kid happy.
I want my Red Robin.
Now you want it. Yeah.
I do.
Now I want it. Yeah.
Now I want my buzz sauce dipped clucks.
God damn it. God damn it, Kim. You gonna go?
You gonna go?
All right. Thank you guys so much for coming and finishing and enjoying.
I did love that scene where Ari and Mrs. Ari are fucking or whatever. And she's probably just like, yeah, okay, then we're done because I finished like 20 minutes ago.
And he's just, I'm just so mad at this fucking kid. I was glad they were having sex. It looked very forced.
Yes.
Oh, because he couldn't come because of the anger meds.
Yeah.
But then the anger meds make him angry.
Yes.
Which is hysterical.
The lack of the ability to come makes him angry. Okay. Thank you all for
That's the final flush.
That's sending us off. This is our Golden Globes. They're playing the music.
And it's like, oh, fuck. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for helping us hit 500 subscribers.
Yeah.
It's we hit it a lot faster than I thought we would, in all honesty.
I didn't think it would ever get this far.
Really? I mean, I thought 500K in the next 2 years is feasible.
Personal goals.
Okay. We could... Is it a write-off if we buy subscribers?
I actually think it would be.
Yeah, it fucking would be. Of course it fucking would. Which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I would never,
like... That's so stupid, though.
You've only done it like 4 times. No. It's like buying RuneScape Gold.
No, like, because the whole thing is that, like, YouTube purges bots, too. Mm-hmm. So it's like, even if you did that, you'd pay all that money and then it would get purged.
Yeah, at some point.
So it's like, why would you fucking
Because
pay
even
for
if
that?
you get... I would argue that you probably could get... Like, it would help if you could get enough of a boost, like, from having it for even just a short amount of time.
If you're going to buy something, you should buy comments, not subscribers. Because comments boost your engagement, which boosts your recommendations, and that'll get you actual people.
Damn.
Which is why comments, like, you know, but, like, I guess, I know they must.
There's one of our videos where there's 1 thumbs down, and I need to know who it is.
Which of you did it?
Which, like, it's fair. You're more than welcome.
It's deserved, but which of you did it?
But, like, all the other ones are perfect, and there's one that has a down, and I'm pretty sure it's episode 2. And if it's for the audio, that's fair. Because at the time, when I was listening to it, when I was still running in like on the treadmill and stuff inside, and I would listen to it afterward, I was still remembering how it sounded at the table. So I hear it differently after now it's been a few months. I go back and I'm like, oh god, this is terrible.
Yeah. Okay.
So
we gotta go.
Okay. Thank you guys. This has been the Hell yeah Streamcast. Sega. Thank you guys for 500 subscribers. We're gonna go eat, and I hope.
So do I.